So I propose that we embrace love, hope, and our affection. Nostalgia is crashing down, a bittersweet burning feeling. 'Cause when I start to look around, home isn't the same way you're leaving. Our memories won't last forever, no loving for eternity. So baby, let's get back together. I'll show you what you need, a symphony.
Well, folks, welcome back at another amazing day at the Gamdias Challenger Series Season 2 of VALORANT. We have already seen yesterday two semi-finales were done. We have Ace Academy and Team Amigos who have already qualified into the finale. And today, of course, another BO3 is going to queue in. Well, I'm Reda. Along with me, we do have Start Lashing on the desk as well. Start Lashing, I want to ask you, what are your expectations today?
Well, my expectations are very high, Raider. Considering the games we have seen yesterday, it was a semi-finale day, and we have seen Amigos Esports
Yeah.
and Ace Esports both acing their matches. And I still remember the match of Amigos Esports. We have seen the whole BO3, and we were waiting for a comeback, and we were waiting for them to suffer a little bit. But it was a flawless victory for them, a flawless 2-0. As for Ace Academy,
Yeah.
game number one was pretty hard, pretty tough to crack. It was a 11-13 score line. So the question remains: can Ace Academy somehow, cover up those shortcomings? Can they stand up to Amigos Esports? Because Amigos Esports, if you talk about, on the charts, Amigos is a better team. Amigos has a better record. But then again, we are
Mhm.
in for a surprise, and we do know Ace can surprise us anytime.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this team is particularly quite interesting, but their composition so far has surprised me a lot. And once again, I can clearly see a Viper coming into the picture. Viper is a very good agent, but then again, it's not that effective lately. Even a Fade, for the same sake, I would like to say, has been valuable. Juggy is also going to play on a Fade. I think Sova or a Gecko might be a better approach, but let's see what they're going to lock. On the other corner, we have one tap guard. Yesterday, he was pretty on point, to be honest, playing on Jet. The way he was able to shut down top esports was something amazing. Every now and then, one top god was the leading guy from that particular team. So yes, we have seen a lot of interesting individual plays as well, be it Mystic X from Pura Nonuru or from top esports. Some other individuals were there like Hellboy, and from this particular team, AS Academy, we got to see one tap god, and from the other side, from defenders for now, it is of course going to be Ginola. He did wonders, but we cannot forget what Cyrex has to offer, what Juggy can do. So all of that
Mhm.
is obviously going to pan out pretty quickly. Need to know what happens in Lotus, as it's one of my favorite maps. We definitely need to know how the game goes on. Attack-oriented map it is. That's why I think teams who have got the attack in the first half, they might just have that advantage in their favor. So I think somewhere around 8-4 should be the least amount of scoreline that Ace Academy should look at. They need to get at least 8 rounds in first half.
Well, I like the resemblance. So many mirror agents, if you talk about it, as we have Rage on the both sides, KJs,
Yeah,
as well as Omen, and as well as that Fade. There's only a minor difference, and that is Team Amigos Esports. They are coming up with a dual initiator comp, and as for
yeah,
Team Ace, they are coming up with a dual controller comp. So let's see how it goes, how they're gonna play it out, because again,
hmm,
Raider yesterday they have
yeah,
shown us amazing gameplay, and they have shown us how uh, each and every player of Amigos Esports is capable of clutching the whole situation out and getting a round
yeah,
victory in their favor. As for Team Ace, I still remember One Tap God is the only reliable person, because he's someone who can do multiple frags, who can go all in, who's responsible for side entries and everything there is. So it'll be a bit hard for Ace Academy to face a team like Amigos Esports with such good synergy. But yeah, let's see how it goes,
Find
because
you.
this is just the beginning of this VO3 final. And round number one begins. Fade holding on to eight, defending the site alone. Meanwhile, there are four players on B side, and luckily,
see.
team is they are trying to enter C side right now.
Yeah, there are four individuals stacking up the B side. I mean, two are in waters. One is holding the Kabi region. Another one is just outside the doors. And as we can see, it's Ginola. Sarix and Ginola in a crossfire equation that they are playing in. That's amazing. No doubt in that on A, we have a fake coming in. The controller, that's easy. He's trying to step it up at that point. The Viper is out there. There goes the smoke.
I'll
And now
find
the
you.
rotation could be coming in. Yes, exactly. That's what the callouts are. As we can see, the fade with the spike is rotating back to A. They have consumed a lot of times, and eventually it is all trickling down to the last 45 seconds, which is pretty interesting. All the players have already regrouped towards A, and it's like the whole C stack is not going to work anymore. The players needs to switch it up, but this time I guess the Fade needs that info. Yes, Fade gets
30
that info
seconds
that yes,
left.
there is a total slam
Recalling my
coming
bot.
on the A side, and now the players are
Toxin screen
relocating.
down. Spike
Well,
planted.
indeed they are, but they are a bit late because the site has already been compromised. The spike has already been planted. Juggy is just holding on to the CT and waiting for the team to pair up so that they can play on a retake. Well, this retake is not going to be easy because this is the very first pistol round of the game. But
Yeah.
again, Cyrix, okay, making his way, and that's a great kill. Ace Dr. Evil, well, he was blinded for a moment, and meanwhile, Juggy taking full advantage, trying to enter the side. Ginola gets Masters. There goes Wimp,
One
gets
enemy
Shera.
remaining.
Ace Easy is on fire, and there you go.
Wow.
Ace for our surprises. Just annihilated the whole lineup of Amigos Esports in a matter of seconds. And with this, it's a very good start for Ace Academy. It's a 0-1 lead right now, and if they can just keep on playing like this. But then again, Raider, this is a very mentally exhausting play. You'll have to wait for the very last
Yeah.
second. You'll have to do a lot of fakes. Then you'll have to, enter the site, and you'll have to do this every
Of course.
single round. Otherwise, Amigos Esports, they are just waiting for a single lose end.
I agree that yes, it's a pretty challenging equation. I mean, you wait for like 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then eventually you start off with your rotation. So it's definitely quite demanding. But I am surprised to be honest because this is the very first time when I've seen Amigos falling down in a pistol round. They have been taken down, which is a big upset, and the whole seaside is also wide open because the KJ, the Sentinel, the only Sentinel that this team has got, has been taken away. Easy on the other corner with the Viper and a Bulldog combination. This guy is definitely being quite effective, but where's the spike? The spike is moving towards B. They can go for a B plant, opens up the revolving door so that they can check if there is somebody holding the B mains. There is nobody really holding that particular corner. Checking out every single info is going to be equally important. Look at that. The snake bite. It is going to hurt that Omen a lot. Cyrex on the other corner wanted to shut him away. Put some damage, but at the end gets traded off. I think from the second round, Amigos now will be looking forward to come back into the picture because trust me, this second round is already out of their hands.
Well, indeed it is because it is a 2v5 retake, and that too when the whole lineup of your opponent is on very good weapons and you are relying only on your pistols. There you go, one tap god is gonna get yet another frag, and there goes Shera. Finally, they somehow managed to get a single frag, making sure Ace doesn't get a flawless round, and now it's a 0-2 scoreline later. That's a great beginning for Team Ace. As for Amigos Esports, as you have already mentioned, we have never seen them losing a pistol round, and we have never seen them struggling so much, that too in the beginning of the game. But let's see how it goes because this is the map of Lotus, and we do know this is a map of big comebacks. And now this is going to be the third round where Amigos Esports, they'll have a buy advantage. Ace, they are going for a bonus round. Let's see how Amigos is going to utilize this buy advantage.
It is going to be pretty interesting to watch for sure. I totally agree with your points, like because it's a full buy round coming in from Amigos Esports, so they would love to shut down Ace Academy in this one because the Ace Academy right here is playing on a bonus buy. Nico, will he swing? Let's see if there is a flashpoint working its way. But Nico gets spotted and Nico trades off. Sarex, he gets Dr. Evil as well, so it's down to 4v3 equation, a good pain chill need. It is going to push the player back, but on the boxes we have Sarex holding it off. Nobody is going for the judge action, the shots. Ginola finds one, but with that the seaside is open as Ginola falters down by the hands of Masters. He's going to switch up the weapon, Mage Punk Vandal in the hand. Now when you have a Vandal, obviously the confidence is somewhere on a different level because it's a very effective weapon. One good shot. It is going to be challenging, and as you rightly called it out, the spike is totally guarded by the lads which are sitting on the B mains. Look at that. Cyrex, Chucky, they are totally holding off the corners, and Chucky has been spotted. Takes away some shots. Here comes the paranoia. The satchel is going to push him away. Brilliant strategies, and that's how brilliant the gameplay is from both the sides. The trigger discipline, the idea of how the game goes on is something amazing. The way that Painful Need and the satchels were able to push him away was something interesting. Here comes the first shot, takes one away. Juggy retaliates, and that's how we have a comeback coming in from Amigos.
But still, that was a pretty awesome bonus round from the side of Ace, right? They have managed to get 3 kills, which is quite, quite surprising as well as very good for them. But remember, Raider, this map Lotus is a pick from the side of Amigos Esports, so you can never ever underestimate them. They can come back at any time soon. They've picked this map for some reason, and we have seen them play on this map today as well. It was a very good game. It was a one-sided victory for them. Let's see what it is going to be this day. It's the day of a grand finale. A 1-2 score line is with just a single round lead, but let's see if they can magnify this lead. Okay, a paranoia, a very good paint shell. Raze trying to survive, and that paint shell gets a frag for the one tap god.
Things are looking quite spicy out here on C mains. One individual already put down, another one goes down. That fire, that's Nano Swamp, is obviously going to hurt the breach. Nico had to push back a bit. Nico with the Vandal is going to swing probably. Flashpoint, but nothing works. Okay, Nico finally takes a trade on Ace Dr. Evil. But the fact is that all the players have already relocated to A. It's a pretty wide open site. And A is the worst site that you want to go for a retake because it's a pretty challenging one. And honestly, this map is attack oriented, so I'm not surprised that Asmodeus Coliseum Esports, that means Ace Academy, is ruling right now because of the fact that the map orientation is in a manner where you get a lot of advantage while you are attacking. I think yes, it is pretty justified that they have that advantage in their favor. Saving these two weapons are going to be the goal route right now. I think that's the best option that you have. You have two Vandals, one Kurami, and another Vandal out there, which can be beneficial for you. But a brilliant round coming in from Ace Academy as the race specifically was able to be quite effective. And I believe that was one tap God. The way he got Shera out with a painful nade, and eventually after that following it up, we got to see eventually uh, Showstopper as well into the mix. But that Showstopper was not that valuable as the player that he was targeting was already taken down with some beautiful bullet fires, and guns were effective at that point. Now it's a score line of 3-1. Ace Academy might look in control right now, but trust me, the next few rounds, to be specific, the next 5 rounds are going to dictate where the game goes.
Well, indeed, it is going to dictate where the game goes. And, apparently, if Amigos Esports, if they can manage to get even 4 or maybe 5 rounds in this very first half, then they are in a very sweet spot. Considering this is a attack oriented map. But let's see how this is going to go, because A's one tap god, he's in no mood of giving up any rounds. The way he got that very first frag, that first blood with the help of a paint shell, Nico gets a good trade in the form of easy, switches his weapon as well. Meanwhile, Kinola is holding on to bomb side. See a very good ultimate coming up. There you go. Can he get a frag? Yes, he gets Omen, but one tap god with with a very easy kill. Gets the site, and Wimp is gonna plant as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Amigos Esports, all the three players are on bomb side B. They are making their way onto the C slowly and steadily, checking each and every single angle. Well, let's see. This is going to be a tough retake. A 3-on-3 retake. Meanwhile, look at that. Wimp. One tap god with a very sweet spot. He sees you, he's gonna get you. Wimp. That was a good chance. One tap god gets a frag. No, he doesn't. Dr. Evil gets the frag of Nico. Jaggi gets one. Oh. Jaggi with that stinger.
Wow.
Somehow managed to get Dr. Evil, but then again, taken out by one tap god. Well, that was a very good round by the side of Ace, and Ace is playing very good considering Raider. The way they are holding on each and every angle, the way they are rotating at the right time. They're taking, they're taking their opponents very seriously, and that's a very good thing.
Agreed on the notion that they are playing very calculatively. Yes, I totally believe that the calculations are working out from the corner. Previous round was the same round coming in from Amigos, so I'm not that surprised about what happened. But of course, they were able to give some dent against their opponent. I would love to just see how the whole game goes on from here right now. One way smoke. Toxic Screen dissipates. Cyrex gets the upper hand with the Spectre. He shuts one away. Ginola is the guy who's sitting on the back foot. Alarm bot, nano swarms, all of that needs to be pretty on par. But as we can see, horns from both the sides are affecting the teams. Not just that, even the reveal was there. They were able to get some info, but right in that smoke, we have Kinola holding it off. Nico has been pinned, so that's a bad spot for him to play with. Burnt Up God gets one pick with the shorty, but Kinola, as soon as he takes on Wimp, Masters retaliates, breaks the attacking lockdown. But what was that? One Tap God just shuts away Cyrex in a beautiful manner. The last man standing is going to be Shera, has got a 1v3 to do. Masters is low, One Tap God is not that low, and eventually Evil has got some good HP to play with, and they have their fourth ally as well. That is the Alarm Bot, which is Alarm Turret, sorry, which is going to give them all the info. Yep, they get the info where of where the player is. It's a good crossfire being built. Saving this weapon can be the best decision that this guy can make, but that is just not going to happen. As Sap God swings, he was able to hear that the guy was trying to rotate, and he shuts him away. What? Why would you switch Bulldog with a Vandal? He had a Vandal and he decides to go with a Bulldog. Maybe that's the love for skin.
Maybe indeed it is, or maybe there was a mistake because it happens a lot. While we play compies, right, Raider. You see a good skin, you try to hold it in, and you run out of time to switch back to your old Vandal.
Yeah.
But let's see how it is gonna go, because Amigos Esports, they are in a very tough spot. Look at that: Ginola, Cyrex, Nico, Juggy, Shera. Nobody's working out. Nobody's getting frags. Nobody's getting their fair share of gameplay. Meanwhile, if you talk about Ace, they are on fire. One tap god, as we were talking, one tap god is like the solo act from the side of Ace. He is the one always holding on to the team together, and even in this particular round, he is on 11 frags with only 2 deaths as of now. So it is quite clear he is the one holding on to the team together. If Amigos can figure out some way to stop one tap god to put a full stop on his domination, I think there might be a way to stop all this domination from the side of Ace, because you'll have to stop it now or it is going to stop never, because it's a 1-5 lead, and if they keeps on continuing it, it is going to be a maybe a 1-9 or a 1-10 lead soon enough.
Oh, that is definitely a possibility. I definitely would love to see what Amigos has to offer because the previous round was a full buy round and they kind of snowballed in it. They had nothing to really deliver. They were not even able to get a single type of conversion at that point. They were just getting crumbled. Of course, it was basically a 1v3 fight for Shera. I thought maybe he's going to save his weapon. That was a Bulldog, which is again a good investment to be honest. Like you invest of 2200 creds into that weapon, so that's again a very big amount of investment. But now we can see that investment is also going in vain. Yes, we do have a slight technical difficulty, guys. One guy has been disconnected, so let's wait and watch. Once we come back into the action, we will get to see how the play goes on, and I believe that's Dr. Evil who is facing that issue. But apart from all of those equations, guys, you can discover the stunning range of cabinets that are available at Gamdias. What you have to do is Gamdias go to actually the social media handle of Gamdias, which is at the rate Gamedias in, or you can just scan this QR, which is there on the lower bottom left corner of the screen. So just go ahead and check it out, guys. Where the style meets performance is our motto. We give the performance, we give the style as well. So depending on your aesthetics, go ahead and purchase the best one that you can have. And for now, let's wait and watch. After the technical pause gets over, we will get to know how the game goes on. And as we can see, there are certain confirmations that are coming through that the player is going to be here very, very shortly. So let's be patient about it.
Well, yes, indeed. We do not have any other choice, do we? We'll have to just wait for the player to come back and for the teams to be ready. And I think this is a good pause considering Amigos esports. Well, they really, really needed this kind of a pause, and this technical pause is from the side of Ace. And Amigos esports, they do have a time, do have plenty of time to re-strategize their way. They do have plenty of time to reconsider how they're gonna hold on to the sites. Maybe they can put a KJ on C, maybe they can hold on to A fully, or maybe they can put a single player on B side so that he can rotate pretty quickly. Whatever site the other team decides to attack or decides to get into. But let's see how it goes, because right now, as of now, Amigos esports, nothing is working out in their favor. If they are coming up and trying to go head on, then they are losing their players. If they're just holding in and playing on a retake is not at all working out. Not even a single time they have come close to diffusing a spike. Well, that's a big concern. Every single time teammates, they are properly annihilating them, they're properly finishing them. And that's the reason, that's the reason Amigos needs to think twice before making any other strategy.
Well, yeah, the post plan scenario is something which is not has been working a lot. And as this is an attack oriented map, the worst side that you can go for a post plan is going to be A. So I guess A side is a bit tricky. It's a very wide open side in terms of like going for a post one scenario. You do have a lot of different angles to play with. Now the flashpoint is going to work out. The fault line goes in, but one tap god with mere one showstopper. He takes two down. Easy, and Dr. Evil are going to follow it up with two more. The last man standing is miles away. Look at him circling back from the spawn. Has got a new frontier sheriff. But that turret is going to spot him. Lands few shots onto him. Depletes away the key. And finally, we have Ginola getting one. Can he get more? No, not at all. But he was definitely able to get one tap god in a one tap action. That's interesting. 6-1 is the scoreline from here itself. If back-to-back 4 rounds come into the favor of team Amigos Esports, I would be more than happy because on a defense line, you need to get at least 5 rounds, and that's exactly what now Amigos should be aiming for. Yes, they can aim for a 6-6 scoreline as well, but I think that's a bit far-fetched.
Well, indeed, that is a bit far-fetched, but let's see, you never know, right? Miracles do happen, and we have seen Amigos getting back-to-back rounds so many times, so maybe they might do it once again, but for that, you'll have to at least get a single round first. You'll have to shift the momentum, because the momentum is completely favoring Ace. Finally, Cyrex on that operator. And meanwhile, he did got the very first blood of the lobby in the form of that Omen. Now it's a 5v4 situation at Ace. For the very first time, they're slowing their pace down and they are confused where to go. Nico gets Wimp. Juggy holding on to B side in a very good manner with KJ to support him at the CT, and Nico gets 2 in the form of Easy. Well, finally, Amigos Esports, they're back in their form, and finally, they are very close to winning a single round, after that very first round.
But look at that. Dr. Evil and One Tap God have different plans. They are still fighting back. Now they have made sure that they push the scoreline to a 2 versus 3. Initially it was 2v5, but the spike has been dropped at A mains. We have the Rolling Thunder available, but here comes the swing. One guy down, another one down. High-low combinations being working. And we have a 4K coming in from Nico. Pretty impressive play coming in from this lad. He started up, he opened up onto the A mains, and then eventually he was able to end the game at A main as well. Pretty impressive play from his corner. 2-6 is the scoreline. They have loads of ultimates now. They have Nightfall. They have the beautiful Rolling Thunder available, the KJ lockdown, and eventually Omens from the Shadow. So 4 ultimates, a very expensive recon along with that. It is going to be very, very interesting to watch. But I think initially the Nightfall is going to get invested, and following it up, probably we will get to see a Rolling Thunder as well. But the players are pushing onto B mains. So that Nightfall is not going to get a lot. Oh, actually they cancelled the Nightfall. Interesting. They're like, let's wait. Once the slam onto the sides comes through, then we'll push it.
Well, yes indeed, and meanwhile, Ace Academy completely entering bomb side B, but this KJ, sorry, not KJ, this Fade, Juggy, well, got 2. Oh, Masters was on fire. He somehow managed to get 3 in a row, but there was a big manpower difference, and because of that, they couldn't land that round. Finally, the third round on foot for Amigos Esports, but there for a minor second, I really thought that there could be a round win for Ace as well. Considering Masters alone got 3 kills, but I had no idea that the whole team has already been annihilated.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, initially, if you get to see the Rays got taken down, and eventually, I believe, following it up, even the Fade got taken down. But yes, Masters, the way he played was pretty phenomenal. Absolutely on par performance coming in. The Haunt is going to give them the info that they need. But of course, it's just the KJ which is holding off the seaside. It is anchoring it. And 2 nano swarms on the entry. We have 1 alarm bot also appointed. In B, we have a turret being appointed. But here on Rebel, we have Shira. Do they have that info of where Shira is? I think they can get it. But eventually, falling back from this scenario is going to be equally important. And as we can see, the player was able to push himself back a bit. Glitch pop handle in the hand. He's patiently waiting to see if he's going to get some value out of it or not. Holding off a good angle. Smoke is going to dissipate. Needs to switch it up. He has got it from the shadow, so that ultimate can help him a lot as well. Some smokes. Okay, interesting. He's just trying to jiggle around. He's just trying to maneuver around, get some good insights. But we do have the spike on A. That means it's basically an A hit. You don't have a lot of time to really relocate and eventually switch up. Or they can actually just go to B. That's exactly what they're aiming for. They are approaching B. Have opened up the baby door, and from there we have the Prowler, Raze, Fade, and Viper pushing through. Viper is still guarding A mains. Interesting. Having that trigger discipline is equally important, but One Tap God finds Nico. Not just that, he gets Juggy as well. Oh my, the trouble starts. But here comes retaliation. Cyrix finds 1 nanoswarm grenades to deny the refusal. Good approaches. These smokes are going to be beneficial. Here comes a painful lead, but the placement this time was not that effective. Paranoia needs to push back a bit. It all trickles down to what Ginola is capable of, but can he do it? Viper split effective immediately. But no, guys, it's all about Ginola. And I think, yes, guys, we have a 7-3 scoreline.
Oh, finally, yes, after losing 2 consecutive rounds. Well, they did knew, and I've already told you that, that was a point of concern for Team Ace. As soon as the Amigos started playing, Amigos they started dominating you. But finally, they have stopped their domination. They have put a full stop on that comeback story. Now it's a 3-7 score line, so one thing is very clear. No matter how good Amigos plays, this very first half of the game belongs to Ace. But the question is how many more rounds they can get in their favor, because we have seen Amigos winning with a 13-2 and a 13-3 score line yesterday. And right now they are facing a lot of trouble maintaining the 7-3 scoreline. It was a 6-1 just a few minutes ago. Finally, they've got 2 more rounds. But is it going to be a 9-3? Is it? Because chances are pretty high. The way Ace is playing, the way Ace is denying every effort from the side of Amigos.
Agree. I think all they're trying to do is just getting shut down. As we can see, it's now a 3-3 equation. Easy. Finds two pretty crucial picks. Prowler resulted into another Prowler coming through. Well, they have that info. On stairs, we have Cyrex holding it off. Has done wonders. The boombot comes through. Can it find anyone? Yes, it did. They have the info that there is a player lurking in the shadow on the right side. Can they shut him away? It's Wimp who has got the spike as well. They do have time to relocate. They do have time to like shuffle around, figure out that if they are keen on like rotating back to C or maybe B side as well. That's what they can do. But Juggy, it destroys the haunt. Stairs is not that covered up anymore. As we can see that Cyrex has like pushed back a bit. Has said that we are going to give respect to our opponents as they have been a menace for us. We have Ginola with the champions 2024 Phantom in the hand. Spots one, shots one away. Won't get more. Actually, to be honest, the skin is absolutely amazing, but the whiff that comes through with this skin, I don't know, is just a bit high. If you see Recon Phantom or Iron Phantom for the same sake, or maybe even a Gaia Vengeance Phantom, all of those weapons have been amazing. As we can see, the plant needs to be denied. Nanoswarm's already activated over there.
10 seconds
Just
left.
behind the wall, we have the plant
Spike
coming
planted.
through. Shot goes in, nothing to be valuable over there. Last man standing, once again a
Player
whiff.
standing.
Oh, Dave Crocker Evil has been picked away. I thought maybe Juggy is also going to falter down, but no, that's not the case. He performs, and 7-5 is the scoreline that they are aiming for now, as they have a 7-4 already.
Team Ace.
Well, yes, indeed, and man, oh
Now
man,
this
I think that was
is
one tap
me.
god, and before going down, he did got a,
Last
he did
round in
landed
the
a
half.
headshot with a classic. So he did made sure that
was
the
Cyrex.
opponent is in a pretty. Oh, that was Cyrex. Yeah, he did make sure that the opponent is in a pretty tough spot. But it's a 4-7 scoreline now, and wow, what a game coming up. The Amigos Esports, they are denying Ace completely, although they're facing lots of trouble doing that. But the way they are making sure, the things are not completely favoring Ace, they're not completely out of the scene, out of the game. That is beautiful. And right now, if you talk about Ace, I think one tap god, as we have already talked about, one tap god is the person. He is the point of he's that point. If you can deny him, you can get these rounds as well. Ginola gets one tap god. Easy, takes him down. And Masters, look at that. But Cyrex already knew about him. He did had some
Yep.
idea that there might be a
You
single
should
player
run.
holding on to the CT area. And with this, Jackie moving slowly and steadily, but this is Attacker's Killjoy trying to slow down this retake.
Bring them down.
Amigos Esports, well, they are again in a big crunch.
Where are you?
They are, but they didn't have the time. So, despite the fact that this was a bit tricky, you can clearly see after Shock is going to push them away, but even before that, Shera counters. Evil has been compromised. From there, Ace Academy are now down to the last two individuals.
One enemy
They
remaining.
get it done? Well, no, not at all. Ace Academy goes down, and we have Team Amigos with a 7-5 scoreline, actually 5-7 in their favor. So, a good scoreline, a good retaliation, and eventually
Switching
at the same point, I
sides.
would like to say even better competition coming through. Now, the only option left right now from the other side of Ace Academy is that on defense rounds, make sure that you win the pistol round. I think that is going to be a bit challenging against teams like Amigos Esports, who has a record of winning a lot of pistol rounds in their name. Can they do it again? That's what I want to know.
Well, let's see. The question is really, really big. But then again, as we all know, this is a pick from the side of Amigos Esports. They are the ones who picked Lotus, to be the starter map. But let's see if they can start off with a 1-0 scoreline in the BO3 series. Remember, they do have Cyrex, and Cyrex is on the rage as well. One tap god with the rage during the attack. Attacking half really made sure that he's holding on to the team. He's getting good frags in every single round. Made sure his boom bot, his paint shell, everything is landing perfectly. Right now, they are trying to enter through the rotating door. A counter paint shell from the side of one tap god, but no, Cyrex Well, he is a bit damaged and so is Juggy. But Amigos Esports, after getting that Viper frag, they are a bit confused. They might rotate and they are making sure they do the same things Ace did to them. Nico, he does have the spike. I hope he's sure. Meanwhile, one tap God holding on, and so is Vim. They do know that their opponent has not yet been rotated. A
Wow.
very good counter frag coming up from Vim, but Cyrex with a 1v2, and now it's all down to these two players, Omen and KJ, for a retake, and that too on bomb site A, which is really, really hard.
There.
Well, I believe it's going to be pretty
Spike
difficult, as you rightly
planted.
called it out,
Last
because
player
you're
standing.
fighting from CS, but there is a guy who's holding on the back end, and that's the Sentinel Genola, who usually is pretty on par. That's again what is happening, but look at that. The denial of that flashpoint was amazing, but Shera from the back end is going to put away Dr. Evil. With the loss of two individuals, Amigos is going to sweep in and get that pistol round in their favor. They started off by taking down Easy, that was the Viper, and then they followed up by taking down few more interesting individual. In example, it was Fade, and then eventually one tap God, and at the end they were able to get Dr. Evil as well. So phenomenal performance coming in from Amigos Esports, and that's why I said that Amigos is the team which knows how to be back into the picture. And the reason why they have chosen this particular map could be because the fact is this map is a bit difficult, especially when it comes to attacking. I mean, when it comes to being defenders, I think at that point you face a lot of challenges, specifically while the rotations are getting in. You do have a long area to cover, you do have a long rotation to come up with. So as a defender, you have to rotate a lot. As a defender, you have to be readily available on those equations. So I believe that itself is pretty challenging. But as we can see, the players are playing on some Spectres out there. We have Cyrus playing on a Neo Frontier Sheriff. Pretty interesting approach, but they need to let these utils go. Once the utilities are dissipated, then they can swing in, then they can fight back, then they can get some good picks or not. Okay, slowly marching in towards the main. Stairs has been covered. Okay, we have Masters on stairs. Can he commit?
Pin them down. I'll find you.
Let's see, he is moving out and he might get some frag, but no, Nico.
One enemy
Completely
remaining.
deny Master. Shera gets Vim. One tap God still trying with the shorty, but then again, we all know it is useless. He might get a frag or two, but he cannot do a 1v5. Amigos Esports, they're gonna equalize the situation. It's a 7-on-7 score line from a 5-7 to a 7-on-7, but they are looking good. But remember, this is going to be a bonus round, whereas Team Ace, they're gonna go for a proper buy. Let's see, is it going to be the turning point? Because if Ace loses this one, then the situation is gonna is gonna be miles apart. They're not going to be in the lead anymore. The lead is going to going to be in the hands of Amigos Esports, although I find a bit hard because two of the players from Amigos are playing on those sheriffs. Until unless you can connect some very good headshots, it is not going to be easy to win this round.
Where are you?
Agreed. I mean, yeah, it's pretty challenging, to be honest, as you rightly called it out, because playing on Mayor Sheriffs, fighting against players who have got Vandals, I totally agree with the point that there is going to be a bit of a disappointment coming in, especially when it comes to these attacks. When you're playing on defense, you can play on those Sheriffs and have some good angles to be held with. There you go. Ginola finds one. Juggy retaliates, encounters one more. Oh, no, no. This is not the way to open up. This is not the way to lose the picture. And the other guy who's outside the link, as you can see, he's just holding off that
Look at
particular
Vim's
corner.
HP.
Has got a Vandal, I believe. Yes, he has got a Vandal to play with. But Sarix has got that info, and now they are relocating. Interesting. They have created a gap onto A, and now they know that the players have relocated back to A side, so that's why they are relocating themselves towards B and C. But on C side, we have that Sentinel. He's lurking in the shadow. Name is Dr. Evil. Today, yes, he has been
30 seconds left.
equally good. He has performed a lot. Alarm ball being triggered, but the plan needs to be done. And Shera is the one who is going to get it away, I believe.
Let's see, Masters doesn't have any idea that Cyrex is just behind him, and Cyrex, he's gonna get him. Oh no, he won't. Masters with crazy reflexes gets Cyrex. Cyrex, he might be a disappoint. That is disappointing actually. You had him
was
on
playing
his
on
toes.
Sheriff.
You had him in your aim.
Yeah.
No, was he on Sheriff? I think he was with a proper weapon. But yeah, with this, it's a 8-7 scoreline, and this is a big surprise, Raider, because I really had no idea that Amigos is gonna get this round, even though they had like almost no buy at all. All they had was some sheriffs and maybe a sniper. Um,
Yeah,
hardly any automatic rifle. Maybe a SMG, I have no
yeah.
idea. But right now, ASM, they are the ones facing an economical crunch, and it is going to be really hard to stand against Amigos Esports with a crunch. You have almost no weapons. Yeah, they do have those sheriffs, and remember, those sheriffs are the ones with which Amigos Esports just won a round. Right now, Amigos
Mhm.
making their way on towards bomb site A. Nobody entering the tree area, but Masters is patiently waiting for someone to show up. There are four players holding on to A side. Is it a good decision? Well, Amigos, they are not aggressing, just waiting and waiting, trying to collect some info. But Ace Academy, they're making sure they do not give them any info they need.
Slowly creeping in. Need to check the positioning of Wimp and following it up. We will get to see a paranoia coming in. Yes, that's a brilliant strategy coming through. They were able to use the paranoia and push them back. But Izzy, he finds Shera as well.
Oh,
Masters get Juggy. Weapons are going to get exchanged probably. Out here, there's a bloodbath coming
30
through.
seconds
But
left.
Nico finds Dr. Evil. There you go, a good compromise coming in. Not just that, we have Cyrex finding one more. Bit of a damage on Cyrex, but still Cyrex is going to be intact enough to fight back. And Nico, look at him, running with a spike towards C-side and eventually going for an open plant. He's going to go for the plant for long. And it's going to be a C-long equation that they're going to hit. But one tap god, he has got a Vandal. Are they going to go for a save? I think that could be a choice. It's not a very wise choice, but then again, it could be a choice. But they are marching in. Seems like that they are approaching towards the seaside. They are pretty much trying to get some good fights, but eventually we have a alarm bot over there, which is going to give them the info of the players rotating from water from the connector region. Now out here we have some fights to play. Nico goes in for a fault line, and yes, the fault line is going to put a lot of pressure. With that, follows up with the aftershock. But still, one tap god at 5 HP finds Ginola. That's pretty interesting.
well, he does have a lot of skills, right? And we have seen that while he was in the attacking, while he was just entering the side with those satchels, with the pain shell, and totally relying on his aim. Now it's a 9-7 score line, and remember, this is not just a 9-7 score line. This means 4 consecutive round victory for Team Amigos Esports. And remember, this is Amigos
Yeah.
map pick, so they are very confident on it. And once they are back in this lead, I think they'll be a lot more confident now. Look at Nico, he's on 16 frags, Ginola on 13, Cyrex on 12. And with every single round, this margin is going to keep on increasing. If Ace doesn't come up
Very
with a
much.
solution soon enough, then they might even lose this round.
Yeah, that's a big possibility. I totally agree with your points. For now, fault line in the hand. This guy is looking forward to stun his opponent away. I mean, with his play, he has already stunned them. He needs to put them away. Good. Sniper. Sneak bite out here. Shera finds Dr. Evil. There you go. The sentinel goes down. The whole side is going to get opened up. All those traps, all those nano swarms, turrets, and bots are not going to be helpful anymore. They do have an ultimate. I'm talking about Ace Academy, guys. They do have a showstopper to work with. As the name suggests, they can really stop the show. But for that, they need to be precise. But that one tap god needs to have a good angle to play with. I have no info, but Masters out there from Rubble. He's going to pick one from the shadow being utilized, pushes back, falls away from this equation. It's a 4v4 fight. All the players are regrouping back to A. There goes the
Face
smoke
your
onto the
fear!
stairs. And now a Nightfall also being
30
utilized.
seconds left.
The double satchels. Raze is already deep into the site. Force line coming through. Paranoia cues in. Beautiful usage of utils, but the plan is yet to happen. Oh, finally the plan is going to cue in. That's good.
Ultimate is ready.
Well, yes, indeed. But Team Ace, I think they are, they are being extremely cautious right now. And now it's time for them to utilize all the abilities they have. Wimp utilizing his abilities. One tap god waiting for the right opportunity to enter the site completely. Another paranoia coming in. One tap god with a satchel and a showstopper. Oh, he completely
none.
misses it. And there you go, Shera with a
Wow.
Last player
1v3.
standing.
And now an operator in his hands. There you go, the fourth kill
Oh,
on board.
44.
Man, that was surprising. One tap god could have easily finished Shera with that showstopper.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow, that was a
He
complete
could, he
waste.
could have at least got one, man. Yeah, agreed. He got nothing out of that corner. And at the end, the team is crumbling down 10-7. Guys, this should have been a scoreline for Ace Academy, but what's happening over there, guys? I would like to once again call it out that the Viper pick, with surprise with that, they could have gone with some other individual. A good initiative could have helped them a lot. Specifically, when it comes to the defense sounds, I truly believe that breach combined with that raise can be very, very devastating. The stuns and the pain shells can be very effective, but Ginola out there has been shattered. Good sheriff play, good, amazing play coming in with that sheriff. Masters and one tap god, they need to push forward. Masters giving up the cover, all top being credited. We have one ultimate coming in from Asmodeus Colosseum Esports, and that is Ace Academy. But from the other corner, we have three ultimates. Actually, we had four, but the KJ is out, so that means we have three left to utilize. Rolling Thunder could be a good choice out here, I believe, because of the fact that the traps are available. That KJ can be pressurized due to that Rolling Thunder, and they do have the buy to work with. I think that can be a very good approach for them.
Well, let's see. Yeah, it could be a
Wow.
very good approach. But right now, Dr. Evil, but he gets the second one with that sheriff. And he's amazing right now. And there you go, Easy gets one.
Last player
Juggy
standing.
denies him, but Team Amigos Esports, even though they had a very good buy, things didn't go as they planned this time. Finally, Team Ace, finally a good round, finally a denial coming up from their side. After a long 5-round, after a long 5-round domination for the very first time, Ace Academy got a very good round from a 7-10 to a 8-10 scoreline. But still, it's still Team Amigos Esports. They have a good buy, they have a good lead, and they have enough creds to sustain even this round. But let's see how they're gonna plan this out, because they do need some good frags. They have to pressurize their opponent if they just wanna keep on doing this.
Well, yeah, indeed, I agree that they need to pressurize their opponent. They need to pick up the pace out there. But Sheena finds two. Masters instantaneously retaliates. He is indeed getting shattered a lot. You can clearly see Masters like down to 38% HP. Rolling Thunder probably coming through. Let's see, let's wait. Oh, he invests in the Rolling Thunder, and both the KJ and the Omen are going to get stunned out of that particular corner. But check the Kavi region. No, he didn't, and it costed them. Ginola puts him away. Omen needs to fall back. The plan is going to happen pretty quickly. But look at this plan. It is pretty deep into the site. Nobody got detained, and from here the snake bite is going to get utilized. Players are swinging in. They get one, they get two. Nico sums it up. One step away from the match point, two step away from the victory in the very first map in the finals.
My ult's not
Well,
ready.
Nico is in top-notch form now. Well, we can clearly see he is in top-notch form now. He is really the top fragger of his team right now. It's a 11-8 scoreline, and once again, again, same thing is happening to Team Ace.
Right there.
They are again in a economical crunch. Well,
Hit them.
they did want an eco round with only those sheriffs, and once again they're back with a crunch. 3 of the players only have sheriffs, 2 does have those rifles. One is on that vandal, and one is on a phantom. Meanwhile, Nico once again making his way. Oh, Masters! Masters had no idea that Ginola is still holding on. One tap god still gets Ginola. But one tap god, is he gonna backstab? Is he lurking? No, he's not. There goes Defender's Killjoy. Oh, Cyrex! A surprise for Dr. Evil. Cyrex! Well, he was really blind. But right now it's a 2-on-3 situation. Asmodeus Colosseum Esports is still not in a good spot. One tap god trying to make sure he gets a frag at least, but now his position has already been compromised, and both the players, both Fade as well as the Praise, are on a pretty low HP.
They know that they don't need to really save all those ultimates and stuff like that, so that's why they're just pretty much pushing forward with all those ultimates that they have got. For example, the Nightfall in this particular round. In the previous round, we got to see the Rolling Thunder coming in, even the Lockdown being invested in the previous round. So a lot of advantages have been delivered in the favor of one and only Team Amigos Esports, and it feels like that Amigos Esports is going to have a smiley face at the end of this contestment, because they are just one step away, just one teeny tiny step away from their victory, and they do have the weapons to play with. On the other corner, compromised buy coming in, as you can see, like Masters, he's out there along with one tap god with a full buy. But I doubt that they are going to have all those utils in their favor. They have one showstopper to work with, which can be beneficial for them. Haunt is going to give up all the info that they need. With some smokes, they can clearly hold off some good angles. One tap god out there with a showstopper. He can be a menace, but can he invest in it? Let's see. Oh, he has been spotted. One tap god. His info has been revealed. The toxic screen, it is helping them a lot, no doubt in that. But so far so good. Not even a single casualty from both the sides.
Well, yes, indeed, but we might see a single casualty, and there you go. The first blood coming up for Nico. Masters goes down. There goes Wimp, and I think Amigo G Sports, they are in to get this round. Yes, indeed, they are. The very first match favoring Amigo G Sports, and you know. Oh, one tap god and Easy trying to deny me completely. Although Easy is pretty low, he's not going to survive for long. And there goes one tap god. Well, that was a great denial. Those were really good efforts, but there can only be one winner. And remember, Raider, in the second half, Ace only managed to get a single round. After the end of first half, we had a scoreline of 7-5, and now we have a scoreline of 13-8. So they only have managed to get a single round. What a game coming up from the side of Amigos Esports, and what a legendary comeback coming up. And with this, they have a 1-0 lead in the finals of this Gamdias Challenger Series. And what a game, Raider. I am astonished after watching this.
Oh yeah, definitely pretty impressive game coming in from both the sides, to be honest. But what happened in the second half? I would like to just say this, that in the second half, when the attack round came into the favor of Team Amigos Esports, Ace Academy was in shambles. From the pistol round till the bonus round, everywhere where you get to see, it was definitely a team known as Amigos Esports, which was pushing forward, which was getting all the value that they needed to get. Yes, I think they did everything in a good manner. Yes, initially the first 8 rounds of the whole game was a little bit on the compromising end, but at the end they were able to pull themselves over into the equation with a 7-1 scoreline initially to a 7-5 scoreline at the end. They definitely were able to come back a lot. And honestly, playing on an attack-oriented map, if you are the defenders for the first half, you need to get a scoreline of at least 5 rounds in your name, and that's exactly what Amigos did. With that, they started off in a good manner in the pistol round, and following it up, they were able to take the total control.
Indeed, they were able to take the total control, and but with this Raider, the very first map is over, and now we do have a
Yep.
1-0 lead favoring Amigos Esports. But it's time for a short break. After the break, we will get to the second map of this BO3 series, and we'll see can Amigo 2-0 against Ace Academy. But now it's time for a short break.
Well, folks, with the victory already in their pocket, Amigos Esports is looking quite good in the finale of the Gamdias Challenges Series Season 2 of Valorant Action. We have the execution partners as LAE Gamers, and this whole event is powered by, of course, Gamdias. Amazing cabinets and amazing PC components are available, guys. So go ahead and check them out on their socials, on their Instagram handles, and also on their website. But meanwhile, we check out the action of Haven, another triple-sided map. The only triple-sided map that is left after Lotus is going to be Haven. And the question is, what will happen here? Once again, not that surprised this time from Team Ace Academy, as their composition looks good. But the choice of the duelist that they have gone with is again a bit surprising for me. But yes, Neon's overdrive, the ultimate has been buffed a lot. So maybe that is going to be an additional advantage for them. Let's wait and watch.
Well, yes, indeed, it can like create a lot of chaos. But at the same time, both the teams do have Cypher as the Sentinel. Great choice of Sentinel. Let's see how they're gonna utilize all those strips and everything that Cypher has to offer. Meanwhile, Shera and Masters, they are relying on their Omen only, and we have already seen how good these players are when it comes to Omen. Both the players knows how to utilize each and every ability. They are very comfortable with the agent as well. And now this is going to be the very first round of the second map of this BO3 series. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finals of Gamdias Presents Challenger Series. It's a BO3 series where Amigos Esports is already leading with a 1-0 score line. And if Ace loses this one, they're going to be get out of the tournament with a 2-0 loss. Let's see how it is going to get ahead, because we do know Ace, they do have that precision, they do have that those abilities, and one tap god, he's quite capable as a duelist.
Indeed, he is. I have no doubts in my mind regarding that because one tap god from yesterday he has been showing himself in a very good way. But there comes the first shot. Juggy finds one tap god. Oh my god, the best guy that you're talking about has been slayed. Pretty interesting. There goes the shock dart. It is going to push Izzy a bit back. Izzy has the ID level of 619. I mean, I don't know how many hours he has put into the game. At 619 level of ID, he sure does command a lot of respect.
Spike down.
But Cyrex and Nico, both of them have been slayed. Izzy finds one and straight out has been picked away. Will he get a few more? Let's see. Pushes away his ghost. Oh my god, he's still being fruitful. Masters is the guy that is mastering the whole equation. But the spike is dropped at A long. Some beautiful shots of that post and really the connection. But the info, it's out there. They're guarding the spike, they're making sure that nobody is going to push in. And once again, Amigos is going to maintain that run of terror of their own, that nobody is going to win a pistol round against them. They lost one pistol round in the map of Looters, but apart from that, if you see in the whole tournament, they have not yet lost any other round.
Well, indeed, they hasn't. But let's see, how this game goes on, because we have seen Ace with a very good start in the previous map of Lotus. We have seen Ace dominating the first half as well, but the comeback was extraordinary. So who knows? Maybe Amigos is playing really good in this very first half, but we never know when Ace comes up at the top, when they start coming back, when they get those amazing frags. Let's see. Juggy pushing in. A recon. Oh, he'll just back off, get the ult point, and will wait for the right opportunity. And there you go, Nico with this Guardian. Well, Nico was really fruitful in the previous map as well. He was the top fragger of his team. And this time he got two, but got taken out by Easy. Wimp gets Shera, but Cyrex gets Wimp, and now it's all down to Easy, who's gonna get down soon enough. Well, it's a 2-0 equation now, and this is the round where everything changes, Raider. This is going to be a bye versus a bonus round. So let's see. What are your expectations from this round?
I still feel that attackers might prevail in this particular round because of the fact that they have some good weapons to play with and they can direct their whole approach onto one particular side, which has been A or B itself. In the first round, they went on to A side and they got shattered on that particular side. In the bonus round, they went down to B and they got fumbled over there as well by the hands of Nico. Now they should actually go back to it. Yes, that's a good approach because you can't really go and do ABC, because if that happens, obviously a lot of surprises are going to queue in. Few flashpoints, some smokes, a lot of sprays, but this guy Nico is still going to be able to back out from that scenario. That's good. He knew that he can be taken down out there. The cam is there in the mid so that they can get the info if somebody is looking through the mid's angle. That's interesting. Whole garage entry point and eventually the B window, the B entrance have been capitalized over there. But the players are relocating themselves from A to B or C sites. But from C, we have that jet which can use that updraft and push forward because the tripwire cannot do anything against an updraft. If jet is going to be on par with that decision, that will be amazing. But look at this, there's a backstab coming in from B. Players have climbed down the window, they are pushing forward, might find something valuable over there. And as soon as the attack goes on, we will get to see that slam also coming in from the backstab angles. Paranoia hits. With the A shot, we have easy finding one, but he gets two. Not just one. Amazing, amazing play coming in. Noodles hit Cyber Cage. There goes the Cypher. Inola finds one. Switches to the Nebula Phantom. Sorry, Vandal. Ace Dr. Evil is also available out there.
Man. Things are not looking good.
Last player standing.
Oh, Ginola
what?
gets 3. That was a very good trade and amazing cover coming up from the side of Ginola. And now it's a 1-on-2 retake scenario. This is going to be hard. Ginola coming in. Having no idea where the players are. Well, that was a quite hasty move. He could have just saved that Vandal as well. He could have waited for some
Timing.
exit frags maybe. Yeah,
Exactly.
and now it's a 2-1 score line, and well, as we have expected, but indeed that was a very good bonus round for Team Amigos as well. They haven't bought anything.
course.
They were just playing on the guns they had in the previous round, and still managed to get 3 frags. That was phenomenal. But let's see what is going to happen in this 4th round of the game, as Cyrex is now on that operator.
That is going to be a menace for sure. And see if you kind of try to peek. That operator is going to shut you away. But what is that approach? Why are they going to just enter A and Bs every now and then? They can go for the garage approach. Yes, finally it seems like that they are going to make that approach. They are focusing a bit more towards garage. Izzy has planted that spy camp onto the A mains so that he can get that info as well. But once again a relocation. And that initiator is on a lurk. Interesting. And it's the Sova that I'm talking about. But he is also going to push back. The recon dart is very, very important out here. It's going to be a post-plant scenario for sure. A retake equation coming through. As the plant is inevitable now, nobody really stopped them.
Well, indeed, there's no one.
Spike planted.
Although Chucky from the heaven waiting for the perfect timing. Okay, a paranoia and one tap god. He's not in a good situation. Dr. Evil onto the main. 2 under heaven. Nico gets
Wow,
1, gets
Nico.
2. Cyrex, oh, easy.
Last
Nice
round
2.
remaining.
But remember,
Last
Nico,
player standing.
as long as Nico was on the field, he did got plenty of
Wow,
frags.
lovely,
And
Ginola.
Ginola is not going to make the same mistake he made in the previous round. Well, remember, Ginola is always the last man standing for his team, but this time he's going to defuse the spike and he's going to get this round for his team as well.
I mean, that's the beauty of the roles that you choose. He is a sentinel. He has to be the last man standing. He has to be the guy who has to be on a lurk every now and then. Especially on attack, you need to be on lurk. On defense, you need to be on par with a particular side and have that total control. But once the decision from the other side is pretty evident that they are not approaching your side and they are pushing onto a different side, you need to be the last one because your spy cams, your tripwires, your other abilities can help you a lot. Specifically, if you are playing on a KJ, that nano storm grenade and other sentinels, for example, even Chamber or Sage for the same reason can help you a lot. But anyway, they have chosen to play with Cypher, pretty much a mirror composition, except that duelist role has been reversed. Oh, Vim finds one, and this time it's gonna be Ginola. Beautiful change of exchange. I mean, he was trying to set up some tripwires and he got instantaneously traded off with an outlaw. Now the spike is down in garage. Pretty bad spot to play, pretty tough spot to play now. One tap god, he goes down with a beautiful spray. And now Dr. Evil with the sheriff, he retaliates. Nico goes away. HP is pretty low for the Sova, but he can go for the Hunter's Fury. I think Omen is going to go for the From the Shadow. Yep, that's exactly what he's choosing. He's going to pick up the spike. He did. Now he's going to go for a plant. Oh, it's a fake. And finally, he decides that he is going to commit. Paranoia. Oh no, he cancels. What? How can you do that? Oh my god, a big blunder done by that guy, Masters. Should have not cancelled it. At least that plant could have credited to them 300 extra creds and a chance to fight back for the next 40 seconds. But this is the hasty decision that I usually talk about. This is the panic. And it happened, and we can clearly see in an attack-oriented map like Haven, Amigos are winning, which are the defenders.
And remember, this is Team Ace's pick. They have picked Heaven for themselves, but right now it doesn't seem like that it is giving them any kind of advantage. Amigos is in a big lead, and Nico is on fire right now. But let's see how many more rounds can Amigos get for
Yeah.
themselves. Chucky waiting on his side, and he's all alone. There's no one to support him. There is a push coming in. Yep, one tap god going all in with the help of a breach, and Juggy will back off just like that. Well, he does know there's nothing he can do without his team, without the team support. So he'll just back off, will wait for the perfect opportunity, and will try to give as much intel as possible to his teammates. But look at that, Cyrex coming in to support. Easy gets one. Nico goes down. The star is down now. Amigos, it's going to be hard. Masters gets Juggy. Two of the players are down. It's a 3-on-5, a 2-on-5
Last player
retake.
standing.
And indeed, this is going to be impossible.
4-2. Much needed round coming in from Ace Academy. We were criticizing their approach, but finally they are coming back to the picture. They are putting some stunning performances, but you can also discover the stunning range of cabinets available at Gamdias, guys. With the style meets performance, all you need to do is just scan that QR code which is available on your screens on the bottom left corner of your screens. You can clearly see that the cabinets are absolutely amazing, and depending on your budgets, you can go ahead and purchase it. Meanwhile, we will get to see the action because from the defense line, we have 5 ultimates online: Bladestorm, Hunter's Fury, Rolling Thunder. We have Neural Theft available, and Rolling Thunder is going to get invested pretty soon. But even before that, we have the Bladestorm activated.
Well, indeed. Well, they are using all the abilities possible, and right now, Amigo is once again facing the wrath of Asmodium Colosseum Esports. Well, Ace, they are quite intrigued and they are trying their level best to equalize the situation. Cyrex finally gets a Vandal. He's on those knives,
They found my wire.
slowly and steadily making his way, but those Cypher trips,
I must wait a
they'll
moment.
be a trouble. Oh, Ginola gets a frag, but Cyrex, he is having no idea, but finally he does know that his position has already been compromised, and Easy with a very good angle might get Ginola. Yes, he will with a single tap, and there you go. Cyrex goes down as well. Asmodium Colosseum Esports. Finally, they are showing us why they picked Heaven, and they are making a statement that this is our pick and we are not letting it go this easily.
Still have to cover miles. You need to have at least a scoreline of 8-4 if you want to prevail in your defense rounds. Trust me, Heaven is not the map that you want to give. You want to push it to ascend. The decider should come through if Ace Academy wants to win. But Amigos, are they going to be that naive or that compromised that they're going to let these rounds flow away from their hand? That's what I want to know. It seems like that the Amigos expose the backstabs and the post-ban scenario that they're trying to work through. It's not working. It's not happening. Easy once again on the lurk is moving forward. One tap god is out there holding the image, getting that angle in his favor. Crucial spots to hit on. Cyrex with the updraft has taken the control of this box area. Oh, his position has been revealed. Gets shot a little bit, and finally Easy is going to compromise him. What was that? I thought for a second that
There
Easy
was
is
a
going to
bit.
get put down, but no, that didn't happen. Overdrive also available. That's why no investments in terms of weapons have come through. But they will let that smoke dissipate. They will swing through. They find one. Instantaneously get traded off. Not a very good approach. Not a very valuable approach coming through. Few more amazing shots coming in. Shotty in the hand. Will he get something? No, he is not going to get anything out of it. It all trickles down to the last man standing. Ginola, do that 1v3 that you are famous for. Can he get it, guys? What do you think? It's a big possibility, but then again, the utils that these lads have, even the Hunter's Fury for the same sake, it is going to be challenging. The crossfire angles that has been built. One guy is holding short, another one is holding the right cubby region. One is under Haven. So much of a complex approach.
Buried.
Oh, he gets one.
Well, let's see. Cypher is pretty low. Can he get the second one? No. Having no idea about Masters. Well, if he could have just got Masters, that would have been pretty easy because the other Cypher was really low as well. But finally, an equalizer coming up from the side of Asmodium Colosseum Esports, and Raider. Cyrus made a big mistake there. That was a big blunder. Well, he whipped a bit because
Of
I
course.
think that was a easy frag. Yeah, that was an easy frag for him. He could have easily got the opponent Cypher. But I think he could have easily got the easy but he made a mistake, and the whole team had to suffer for it. It's a 4-on-4 score line now, and well, things are not looking good for Amigos now because the momentum is completely favoring Team Ace.
Agreed. I mean, of course, there are certain small wrongdoings and decisions going wrong against you, which is going to affect the play, and that's exactly what happened. Cyrex did a blunder. It costed them. Now they do have four ultimates, and the opponents have four ultimates, where the overdrive is the most hyped up, to be honest, because even in stuns, that overdrive can be very, very effective and very, very damaging. So for that reason, maybe one tap god is going to invest in it, because in the previous round, if you see, he just bought a shorty. That's all. Apart from that, I don't remember that if he had a vandal or not. Maybe he had it, but eventually overdrive is something that he can utilize in those rounds where the economic disadvantage is pretty evident for
That
them.
goes there.
Putting some trip,
Oh, this is a
making
nice
sure that the attack is going to get denied if they approach this
This goes here.
seaside, which is kind of possible. Looking at the whole equation right now, we can clearly see that there are multiple individuals, but this Sova dart is going to pressurize them a lot. They get that info. Sentinel on the lurk gives them the info that the players might be pushing towards C. And yes, it's a C hit actually. You
My
can
camera
see
is destroyed.
Neon is out there pushing away. But three individuals out here in the mix, pushing Easy back. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Well, Ace does know that this is a do or die match for them, and they are playing it like this. Not wasting any round, not wasting even a single shot. Masters might go down. Oh, that paranoia. Great timing to back off. And now this is a 3v4 retake. All the three players are here, and well, Asmodium Colosseum Esports, they do know that.
Wow.
Shera gets one and Dr. Evil goes down. Wow, some good sheriff shots coming in. And Omen will instantly back off. Well, he does know that if he would have stayed there, there was no way he could have survived. All the three players are moving in. Sova
Last
drone
player remaining.
trying to get intel, but Wimp gets two in the meantime, and now this Sova is the last man standing. Juggy saving that Vandal is his last choice because there's no way he can defuse the spike in this time.
And now for the very first time in this second map, we have Team
Go away
Asmodium
to
Colosseum Esports coming back on top with the lead of one good round. But trust me, one round or two round or even 3 rounds of a lead is nothing in my eyes. Especially in these first halves, to be honest, because it can be countered anytime. But 8-4 is something that I believe this team of Ace Academy is looking forward to. Now there is a full buy coming in. I think from here the challenge is going to rise a lot. And we have a sniper coming on A main. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Cyrex is moving forward towards A main. He is looking forward to do that op stuff. Get some good picks, and he did got it. Aim got the guy which was playing on that amazing overdrive has been picked off. But where will Jet go? Receives a bit of a damage. Instantaneously, we have Easy taking on Juggy as well. Neural Theft, Rolling Thunder, push back a bit. Yes, they were able to get it done. But we have some exchanges coming through. Shera finds one. Beautiful, beautiful picks. From the shadow being utilized, there goes
One enemy
Jet.
remaining.
Can they pull through? Can they pull through? Yes, there is a big possibility. And indeed, there you go. Defenders were able to get it done. But can they pick that operator? I think that's a big possibility. Yes, they were able to get that operator also in their favor. Now 5-5 is the scoreline. Big blunder done. Because to be honest, the goal of getting 5 rounds from a defender's perspective is already accomplished from Amigos Esports. Now they would be looking forward to create a scoreline of at least 6-6 or maybe even a 7-6 scoreline in their name.
There are so many ultimates invested in this round from both the sides. We have seen so many ultimates. We have seen a Rolling Thunder. We have seen a Neural Theft. We have seen Sova's ultimate as well.
This should do.
Man, what a round it was. And finally,
Yeah.
Team Amigos Esports, well, they're making sure that they doesn't lose, a lot of rounds while defending as well, so that they can kind of dominate Ace in the attacking. And there you go, Cyrex
Oh
gets
my
a frag, and that was a bold one.
Go, go, go.
Nobody expected him to do that. One tap god gets a frag, Sova Juggy goes down.
Gotta go.
He was on a drone though.
Sova was, yeah, he
retail.
was on the throne.
Yeah, and one tap god, I think he was quite fast to make the decision, and that was a great try.
One enemy remaining.
But the decisions are faltering down. The last one standing is miles away. It's Masters, the Omen. He needs to fight back. He needs to step up. It's not going to happen, I believe. It is easily going to be a 6-5 scoreline. And there you go. Brilliant play coming in from Cyrex. Gets a 1v3 done. Yes, he made some mistakes initially, but look at him coming back into the picture, being that brilliant, being that effective in the mix.
Last round.
He's getting
before
those
the
picks,
switch.
he's fighting back, he's retaliating, he's just shutting down every single possibility from the other corner. Good play coming in from the lads of Amigos. They already have a 6-5 scoreline. They are the leading one once again. They are taking the control. But can they get one last round? Looking at the buys, I think it's a possibility. Wimp out there. He is going to go for a half buy. Interesting. He had to go ahead with Utils as well. Looking at the ultimates, guys, we have Jet's Bladestorm, and apart from that, we have Omen with the From the Shadow. So ultimates are readily available, but a lot of shots on Omen. Got a bit tagged. Not enough to completely put him away, but Shera still received a bit of a damage.
Well, yes, indeed he did. But let's see how this goes, because Amigos Esports, well, they are in a pretty good spot, and they are in a pretty solid spot eventually, and they'd like to keep it this way. They like to end the very first half with a 7-5 score line. But if that's if that happens, then Asmodium Colosseum Esports, they'll be in a lot of trouble. Finally, Sova drone trying to get some intel. Masters is just gonna destroy the drone, and Sova waiting with those shock darts. Sova directly jumps in. Junkie still gets 2. Man, that was surprising. That was like a fall, but still somehow managed to get 2. But one tap god and ace easy. They are gonna just get the round for the team.
Switching
One for
sides.
the team and a 6-6 score line on the stop.
I'm not happy, man. Specifically from Ace Academy, this is not the scoreline that you should aim for, specifically playing on an ultimate. My, this is definitely going to be difficult. Playing on attack, you get just 6 rounds in your favor. I think, yes, you have equalized the scoreline, but trust me, when it comes to having the advantage, now it is in favor of Amigos. They will be leading the charge. They will be marching in, as the Behemoths might just be able to put you down. So let's see if that is a possibility, if that is something that might work for them or not. Few seconds to go with. Pistol rounds have been the forte, have been the strong suit for Team Amigos. Are they approaching A? No, they have decided to go to C. Interesting. Changing up the tides. There is no tripwire out there. But Omen's position has been readily available for them. And Omen out there is putting up a fake. Interesting. Not just Omen, but also Sova out there is doing the same stuff. But what? Shera goes down. Should have not done in that manner. Oh my god, 2 individuals put away. What is this pistol round turning out to be? Are they going to lose this one? But the plan needs to be done. They are planting the spike on C probably. But no, they are not even considering the plant. They are pushing in. Bad stuff might happen to them. Not the best approach that you can have. One tap god finds Alex as well. What is this? Why? Why would you approach like this? Even after when you have that advantage in your favor, you had a possibility that you can plan C and then eventually tank it up. Go for a long rotation and eventually shut the player down if somebody is looking forward to get that defusal done. Blunder, to be honest, from Amigos.
Yeah, it indeed was a big blunder. 3v5 was not impossible. You cannot just give up like that. You cannot just run around wild, giving up your kills. So yeah, that was a big blunder, and I think they'll have to pay for it, because now it's going to be really hard stopping Ace, considering Ace just got around. They've got some very good frags.
Spike
They'll
down,
surely
mid.
utilize those. Finally, a good frag from the side of one tap god. Chucky goes down. Utilizing those freshly bought weapons, especially that bulldog, one tap god finally gets a frag. Making sure he spots someone. They're trying to enter through the garage, and I don't think they have any idea about one tap god. Do they? No, they do not have. And one tap god,
Spike down.
well, just gonna annihilate the whole lineup. And now it's all come down to Ginola. He did got a single frag, but he cannot just completely do a 1v4 with a Marshal.
Even the damage on the bonus buy is not that much, to be honest. I'm pretty surprised about this whole equation, man. Even an attack-oriented map and you kind of crumble like that, I'm a bit surprised. Should have not happened in that way. But the decisions are completely getting shut down. Marshall that is left in hands of Ginola. In the next few seconds, I think all-in push could be there onto him. But he breaks up
30
the trip.
seconds left.
Here comes the stun. He has been stunned, and the compromise. One tap god gets a 4k already. Impressive play in the very second round. And once again, Ace Academy is making sure that they shut their opponent away, and they're proving themselves quite lethal already.
Well, the approach is very simple. Well, they really know we couldn't aggress enough in the attack.
This is my
So
spot.
now we're gonna aggress in the defense. But then again, this can backfire soon enough. Just as Amigos is on the weapons now. Well, they do have a proper buy now, and this approach is not going to work anymore. You'll have to be super careful now. You'll have to hold on to the sides now. You cannot just run wild. You cannot just get those cracks every single round. So let's see what they're gonna do. Okay, they're doing the same thing again. Ace one tap god still gets a frag. Jaggi denies one tap god, but Nico goes down too. Well, they've lost two to get one. I was expecting better from Amigos because I think that was pretty obvious that one tap god is pushing in every round. So you'll have to be very careful. But I think they made a mistake. But Easy goes down, and now
Give me a call.
Ginola gets
Where
Doctor
is
Evil, and out
I
of
was way too
nowhere,
long.
Amigos. They are the ones in the man advantage. Neural theft coming in. They do know the locations. I think this is going to be a comparatively easy round for Amigos Esports.
I just hope so, man. I just hope so. Oh, turn of immense Masters. He's rotating back, and yes, Masters put him away. He said it is going to be a comparatively easy round, but trust me, the mistakes that these guys from Amigos are making now, it is a bit disheartening to be
Player
honest.
standing.
Oh, brilliant play
Spike
from
planted.
Cyrex, brilliant equation, wall bangable shots queuing in. The plant has been done. Owl drone drops down, but Juggy is going to put him back to spawn. 7-8. The bonus round is out of the hand. The full buy round that came from Amigos Esports was good enough. Now, do they have enough economy so that they can once again reinvest? I think they do have it. Yep.
Right there.
Specifically, Wimp is going to go for either a Phantom or a Vandal, depending on whatever the choice is. He is going to switch to a Vandal. As it's a long map, I guess Vandal is pretty much preferable. In the long range, we get to see Vandal being very, very effective. Not just in this map, in Lotus as well, and also in maps like Breeze. It is also pretty effective, but obviously it is out of comp right now, so we can't really comment on that. In Abyss, yes, you can use Vandal a lot, but Phantom also works. So there are certain maps where you can have that advantage. But initially itself, Ginola receives a bit of a damage. He's down to like 50% HP already. Receives a lot of shot. But once again, approaching a particular side is not going to be easy.
Indeed, it is not gonna be easy. One tap god waiting and waiting for someone to show up, but well, again, I think Asmodium Colosseum Esports, they have realized there's no point in pushing every single round. Sooner or later, you're gonna get punished. Now they're simply holding on to the side. That owl drone. Is it just got wasted? Well, I do believe he couldn't see anyone. There are people outside. They're waiting. We have Sova, Breach, and Omen waiting for the perfect opportunity to enter Wimp. Well, they do have some kind of idea because there has been no initiation. And look at that Jet. Well, she is making her way onto the sea. Cypher, he does have those traps, but you can never stop Jet with those
30 seconds left.
tiny traps. C has already been compromised. Cypher, easy. He does know that. He's just backing off, making sure
Spike
that
planted.
the whole team comes up for a retake. Well, they do have Garage, they do have Seaside, and it is gonna be really hard for Asmodium Colosseum Esports. Omen is low, really low, and the opponent Cypher is low too. Let's see. Cyrex made a mistake. That was kind of an over initiation. Masters gets one tap god gets Shera, and now that Cypher is the last man standing. Well, I think that was a big blunder from the side of Team A.
I think yes, it was a bit of a miscalculation, not a very big blunder to be honest, because they had no idea about the spy cam. If the spy cam would have been cleared away, maybe they would have got some good plays to come up with. But at the end, what happened, guys. You can clearly see Team Amigos Esports now faltering down a lot. Shera not being that valuable in this map. In the previous one, he was getting 4K and 3K is coming into the picture. Shera out here has got just 5 to play with. 13, that's not a very good KDA score for him. I still have hopes. Let's see how the game goes on from here. Good difference being delivered now. Amigos Esports are getting stopped in every single round as they're trying to march and they're just getting thrashed. One Tap God is doing wonders. Easy. He is the guy who's anchoring the seaside and he's doing it pretty beautifully. He's being very, very effective at it.
Well, indeed, he is doing it beautifully. Let's see. Amigos Esports, they are falling down. They are really facing lots of trouble, but they do need some kind of comeback. They do need some kind of strategy to come back against Team Ace. Well, they're getting some good opportunities, but they're losing they're losing out of the way. They're losing with some big blunders or some big surprises. Well, it's time for the next round to begin, and remember, this is a 7-9 scoreline, and Amigos Esports, if they loses any more rounds, then the comeback is going to be almost impossible.
Of course, it is going to be challenging as the defenders playing on angles are doing wonders already. Ginola gets tagged initially as well. Every now and then we get to see Ginola on the back foot now. Should have not happened in that way, but trust me, Easy is just acting like a better cipher at this point. On defense, look at these guys. Like, they also wait for the postman scenario, but the combined attack that they bring, that is always, always amazing to watch. Now, would love to see what happens next, guys. Let's see how the whole equation goes on. The approach is on to aim, and two individuals are pushing from the A shot. We have the Omen, that is, of course, going to be Masters, who is holding off that particular angle. Is he going to find some value? I think he can. Let's see how the whole equation goes on.
Well, Raider, the only round Amigos won while attacking was the one where Ace was playing on those bonus
Wow.
guns. So they are not in a good situation now. Masters got very good frag in the form of Juggy, and he does know about Cyrex. Oh, Cyrex! Even though he was blinded, still gets a frag, but Dr. Evil, well, he's not just gonna even out the situation, he's just gonna annihilate the opponent. Now it's a 2-on-4 situation where the plant has not yet been
No
done,
time.
and can they even plant the spike? There's no time, only 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Cypher traps all over the place, and yep, they have
Wow.
gave up. They're just trying to save and nothing else.
Indeed, that's the case. Not a very good scene, man. Not at all a very good scene for Amigos Esports. The way they started off, it is totally coming down. They had a scoreline of 4-0. From there, it became a scoreline of 6-6. And now it's already 10-7.
Here.
I
Here.
would be surprised if there is another 13-7 scoreline, 13-8 scoreline, sorry, coming into the picture. Because just like the map of Lotus, there is a very big possibility that Amigos might just get one round in the second half. Well, of course, that will be disheartening to watch, but at the end, that's the reality that we are facing now. Cyrex and Ginola were able to save two beautiful Vandals, and they are planning on playing on that. They are making a good approach. Where's the cam? They have got that info about the cam, but no, the cam is unbreakable at this point. They have no idea where the cam has been appointed. A smoke comes through, which is going to deny the whole approach, but they will get some world tops.
Well, let's see. This is a very important round for Amigos Esports. It's already a 7-10 score line. They loses this one, that's going to be a 7-11 score line. And you'll be in an economical crunch. Juggy waiting with a pistol, I guess. Yep, he is already in an economical crunch. They're trying to enter B side, and they do not have any idea about One Top God, do they? Oh, One Top God misses all the shots. That was a big whip coming up from his side. Although the retake has already been started. Wimp with 2, Masters gets 1. Man, that was easy. Amigos Esports, well, they are completely getting
30
destroyed.
seconds left.
Nothing to offer, I guess, on attack. Nothing. Only round, as you rightly called it out, they won was basically that round where they had that full buy and the other guys had the bonus buy. Timer is running low.
10 seconds
Need to
left.
save some weapons probably.
One enemy
Can they?
remaining.
Oh, Juggy finds one after Evil has been put down, but the other guy, Ginola, is going to go ahead and get that save done. Okay, that's pretty interesting, and that's kind of a very big possibility coming in from Ginola. He has got a Vandal to play with. He's going to hold out his spawn, and now it's 11-7 already, guys. Now,
Here,
Ace Academy is very, very
here.
close to equalizing the whole equation. And the only reason I believe I think by heaven is under control for them is because they have not yet put down any unorthodox approach. Of course, Neon is out there, but then again, Neon is still being available in terms of the aim game. If you see the stunts are not that effective, if you see the wild walls are not that effective, the dash is not that effective anymore, and eventually the overdrive I've not yet seen that overdrive coming through. But other than that, everything else looks good. But here comes the Hunter's Fury, Hunter 1, Hunter 2. Oh, that's actually the overdrive that I'm talking about. Overdrive gets 2, man. This was a big blunder coming in. Is he going to
Spike
get an
down
ace? No,
A.
not at all. It's basically a 1v4
I
equation
got the
already
spike.
done. It all trickles down to what Cyrex is capable of. But a massive snowball coming in now from Amigos Esports. It's like they are pretty helpless now.
Indeed, they are. They are helpless because it's already a 7-12 score line. There's no way they can win this round or this map. Well, a very, very good comeback coming up
Match
from the
point.
side of Ace. And I think Amigos, I think they underestimated their opponent a bit after, winning that 1-0
Yeah.
score line. And yeah, they've already got punished for it. And there's no way, there's no way uh, they can win with those buys. But if they can, there might be a ray of hope in this dark, which I can hardly see.
Pretty challenging the equation is. I think the weakest link of Team Ace Academy is now covered, and that weakest link for me personally was different compositions, unorthodox compositions. At this time, they have like chosen not to get that into the mix. But what is that? Cyrus finds one, Cyrix gets two. Aggressive play goes in with the updraft and finds three. Can he get four? No.
One player
No fourth frag
standing.
for him. But Juggy is going to push in, gets that counter with the Guardian, and now it all trickles down to this guy, Neon, one tap god, playing on an op.
Go, go,
Can he
go.
find something valuable? I think there is a possibility, but will he save
Spike
or is he
planted.
going to attack? I think the attack is the wise choice, but the choice is not going to result anyway in their favor. It's already 8-12. But remember, guys, all the 4 rounds that are left right now in this 24 round segment of this second map are now very dicey, now very risky for the lads of Team Amigos Esports, as even if they lose a single round, they're already out of the game.
Every round is a do or die round for them. Well, let's see. Jet Cyrex came up with a different approach. That was a different kind of Cyrex we have seen. A 4K, a 3K maybe. Yeah. There you go. One tap god was trying to push in. They had some kind of an idea, good stun. But there's only one person trying to hold on to him. Three of the players are trying to push on C side. Jet already entered the site. The callouts has been gone. The whole team of Asmodium Colosseum Esports is rotating. A good plant, and now they're gonna play long. Yep. Two of the players
But
are
the
playing
cam,
long. One is
the cam,
playing backstab. They have no idea about the cam yet. No. One tap god gets one. There goes that Hunter's Fury and Asmodium Colosseum Esports. They are super close, but Ginola
Ginola gets two.
with that operator
What
gets
in a
two
single shot?
with a single shot. Yeah, and now it's a 2-on-2. Defusing is not gonna be easy. Ginola goes down.
Oh, it's all about Juggy.
Juggy, one-on-one, one-on-one,
What?
Juggy. That
How
was
can
a
you do that,
big
Juggy?
mistake. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Just two more seconds.
Defenders win.
I think it's a bit harsh to say, but I would like to just say this that they completely threw this map, man. After a scoreline of 6-6,
Multiple mistakes.
you lost the pistol round. There were multiple mistakes coming in, exactly as you rightly called it out. And at the end, what happened over there? Like in the C execute, everything looked good. They had no idea about the cam again. The previous C execute that went wrong for them was due to this exact reason that they had no idea about the cam. Again, that happened. They had no idea about the cam, and Jet got trapped with the particular cam, and eventually they had the info of where Cyrex is. They were able to shut him away. Hunter's Fury came into the picture. So bad approach coming in, to be honest. And after that, the last 1v1, Masters and Juggy. What happened over there? Juggy is a guy who is renowned for his 1v1 duels, but he got beaten down with a classic, mere classic, and you had Vandals in your favor. And it's not like that his HP was low. He had a good amount of HP in his favor, like somewhere around 80 to 90% of his HP was intact, but he still got taken down. Well, there's that. Ascent it is, I believe.
Indeed. Let's see who's gonna win the Ascent. But yep, ladies and gentlemen, that was the second game of the finals. This is Gamdias Challenger Series. Executioner partner LAE Gamers. You can visit their website, you can visit their Instagram, their socials, and you can find the perfect thing for you. But right now, it's time for a short break, and after the break, we'll see the third and the final game of the BO3 series.
Well, folks, now Ace Academy has already equalized the equation. It's already a 1-1 scoreline in terms of the PO3 finale in the Gamdias Challengers Series Season number 2 of Valorant. Execution partners LAE Gamers, and our event is powered by, of course, Gamdias. And all the socials and all the details, key details, are already there pinned in the description, so get in and check it out. Meanwhile, we dive into the action of the third map. Well, I'm Raider. We do have Star Clashing on the desk as well. We are expecting a good run in this third map, the decider to be precise. It is going to QN.
Indeed, we are expecting a good run. We are expecting a close matchup, right? Just like the Heaven, just like the previous two matches. Those two matches were pretty close. Yeah, in the on the map of Lotus, it was a very good comeback. But on the map of Heaven, the comeback was not that good, and that's why we have seen Ace, acing the game and showing us this third game of the BO3 series. This game is gonna be played on the map of Ascent, and this is going to be the decider raider, the third and the final game. Whoever loses this one is getting out of the tournament. They'll have to be satisfied with the runner-up title. But if you win this, you will be recognized as the champion of Gamdias Challenger Series Season 2. Let's see, is it going to be Team Ace or is it going to be Team AES?
Amigos versus Ace Academy. Pretty interesting lineups, to be honest. Deadlock is here. I again have my doubts, guys. But in interviews, Ace Academy has said this, that their favorite map is this one, and the second favorite is Lotus. They have lost Lotus, and Ascent is up next. Well, let's see. Classic approach is going to come in from the other side. We have KO and Sova as the initiator coming in. We have Cyrix playing on the Jet, Ginola playing on the Senti, and eventually we have Shera playing on Smokes. I think out here, yes, for me personally, I believe the team which looks a little bit more composed and a little bit more better, I think it would be Amigos. I think my prediction would be going in their favor. Of course, the play style of what defenders will bring into the picture is something that matters the most, but that composition of having a double sentinel itself surprises me a lot. Although they do have a defender's role as their initial first 12 rounds, I think that is kind of justified, but they should have gone for a KJ, not a deadlock, a dead agent, to be honest.
But I still remember yesterday's Ascent map and Wimp on that deadlock. Well,
In
it
game,
could be a deja vu raider, right? It could be a deja vu because
yeah.
we have seen Wimp playing on Deadlock on the map of Ascent, and it was phenomenal. Well, the aim was perfect, and he was doing everything absolutely perfect. So he might do this once again, or maybe he won't, because this time the team against you is Amigos Esports, and it is not gonna be that easy
Mhm.
to face off against Amigos Esports with Deadlock or with any other agent. Well, here we have the third game of the grand final stage. This is the final game. This is the decider game. And after this game, we'll have a single clear winner.
Of course, it is going to be a 2-1 scoreline after this game. I think, yes, there is a very big possibility that Amigos might win, but then again, we need to know what is going to happen from the other side as well. Ace Academy, they are playing on the defense. It is a pretty good spot to play with, and to be specific, this map is also a little bit more defense oriented. So the teams who are defending, they can have a better advantage, slightly smaller area to rotate. If you see, for the attackers, the rotational area is pretty quick. They can rotate from either spawn, or they can be vulnerable by rotating through mid. Well, all of those equations have to be calculated by Team Amigos Esports, and Amigos Esports have already done this in the past, where they have beaten this amazing team of Westmodium Colosseum Esports in the map of Ascent. Can they continue doing that? Can they maintain that reign of terror? Although it's not going to be a 2-0 anymore. We do have a small pause, I believe, coming in. But yeah, let's wait and watch. Once the action goes on, we'll love to see what happens next.
But let's see, once the action begins, we'll see, and we are really excited to witness that, right? Because this is the final showdown. This is the day we have been waiting for since the beginning of this Challenger series. And now it's time for the decider. Just some more rounds, and we'll have a clear winner. Is it going to be Amigos? Is it going to be Asmodeus? Let's see. One tap god again pushing a bit. Meanwhile, Amigos Esports, they are trying to enter the mid area and they have successfully done it. There's no one having any idea. Deadlock on the back end. Does he know? No, he does not. He does not have any idea at all. All the four players are about to enter bomb site. B, deadlock, all his efforts will be in vain. So he's not even trying, just backing off. He is pretty low though. But now it's going to be a retake scenario, a 5v5
planted.
retake. Let's see who's gonna win this.
Well, the plan is done, so of course the next 40 seconds are going to be very, very important for them to go ahead and get that retake done. KO with the 0 point. Some beautiful spottation. Juggy is receiving a lot of shot from E-mains. We have multiple players pouring in. But that location has been revealed. Easy finds one, and it's going to be Ginola. Masters retaliates, Cyrix retaliates as well. In both house, we have two individuals. But out here, we have Cyrix getting a 3k already.
God.
The last two were also put down. What is this? How is Amigos Esports snowballing like that?
Concentrate, Sova.
Man, Amigos Esports.
You failed. Now
I was not expecting this kind of a retake. That was complete abomination. Well, they had the side, they had the players intact, they had the manpower, they had everything they needed, but still they've lost and not in a good way. Now it's a 1-0 lead favoring Team Ace, and Team Ace, that's a great head start for them. Let's see if they can just keep up with this kind of gameplay and if they can win this map. Well, as you have already mentioned, Raider, they have told us in the interview themselves that this is their favorite map. So let's see if they can just prove it right.
scanning ahead.
Of course, we want to know that. Beacon Vault has been destroyed. No Odin so far. I think as soon as Amigos Esports go on the defense, they are going to put in the Odin play as well. We know how full Juggy is with that approach, but Kinola finds one tap God. He one tapped him. That's great. But Spectre is not a wall bangable weapon. You can't really utilize that to get that wall bang done. Out here, Nico, he was able to like get a small insight on that hand when the sonic sensor was getting portrayed by that deadlock. But the tiles has been blocked off, and for that reason, of course, at this point, I don't see that Amigos Esports is going to make a good aggressive attempt out here. But Cyrix is penetrating. He is pushing forward. Shera against the Spectre. Omen versus Omen. It will be fun to watch. Has got the protocol sheriff to play with. Omen is swinging deep. But connections not being made.
Shira was already low without any shield. Now it's a 4-on-4 and down to a 4-on-3 because Cyrex with this Marshall
30 seconds left.
just got yet another frag. Well, the Bulldog has already been retrieved. Dr. Evil, they have no idea about him. And Dr. Evil, with his evil plans, gets one. Oh, Ginola gets Wimp. This is a close match. Modium Colosseum Esports. No, Cyrex
One
finally
enemy
misses all the
remaining.
shots. Ace Masters
Oh, he's a
1v2.
sheriff and outlaw.
And there you go,
Wow,
Cyrex.
man.
Masters with another 4k. Man, what is he up to? It's a second round victory, but then again, it was a great eco. But remember, they've invested in some weapons as well. So not so good for Amigos.
I think the investment was not there. Investment was there from the other side, from Ace Academy, and they were able to pick those weapons after taking 2 or 3 individuals out. So they utilized their opponent's weapon against them, got some good picks, were able to plant. They will have some strong buy to play with in this particular round, but I'm absolutely not happy with the approach coming in from Amigos, man. Every time they are getting the excess of side, they are able to like go for the plant, and in post-plant scenario, everything goes haywire. Shada not being that fruitful, Juggy and the other guy Nico has also not popped up. But trust me, this is just the start of the map. I still have hopes in this team. I still believe that they can perform. I still believe they can be effective. Tap God, look at him getting Ginola out. The Sentinel who was on luck is going to be on spawn now.
Let's see, things are not at all looking good right now. Amigos in for even though they have a good buy. They've already lost a single player. They've already lost their Sentinel. A side is heavily guarded. Omen is just waiting for someone to lurk. Maybe he get a easy frag. Meanwhile, these 3 players, they'll have to face that Cypher. Drone, Owl Drone, is he gonna catch him? No, Owl Drone having no idea. Cyrex, yep, they have no idea, but still Nico gets easy. Good cover to Cyrex. And now it's a 4-on-4 situation. Things are not looking good for Amigos right now because ASM, they do know where the whole team is. They do know where they'll go through the mid. Jet, Jet. She might get
30
some good
seconds
frags. One tap god. Very good opportunity. Misses a shot. Misses the second one too and forced to back off. Offside B. Might get compromised. Yes, Juggy gets one tap god. It's all down to these two players, Master and Evil. Both are holding on to the boathouse. And it is Nico.
Spike down.
And
B.
Juggy
10
just
seconds
gonna clear
left.
the side, gonna plant the spike, and it is a 1v3 retake. I think saving the weapon would be a great choice, or maybe you can go for some exit packs. Deadlock it is. Oh, Shera! That was a blunder. Shera having no idea that he's backstepping. And now it's a 2-on-1 retake. It is possible. Wimp can do it. Wimp has done it yesterday itself on the map of Ascent with the exact very same agent. Juggy. Juggy having no idea. A recon. Well, they still have no idea. And there you go. Wimp whips the shot and Cyrex won't. There you have it. The very first round favoring Amigos Esports. And now it's a 2-on-1 scoreline.
I think the attackers will be aiming for at least 5 rounds in their favor so that they can have that upper hand. And the last 2 rounds that they played, it was also in their hand. The post plant was kind of iffy for them. If they continue doing that, of course, the loss is going to be a big one. But Wimp, he has had to go for a pause. Probably a technical error coming in from his corner. But these small pauses there can easily break the momentum, which at the end can be very, very beneficial for a particular team. And I think that's exactly what the players are aiming for. But all in all, impressive plays coming in, impressive fights going through from both the sides.
Indeed, impressive play, impressive fights coming in from both the sides. A 2-1 scoreline, and it is going to be a buy from both the sides as well. Ace is coming up with a good buy with loads of rifles, vandals, and phantoms. Shera moving ahead slowly and steadily, and there you go. Cyrus gets taken down. Masters a good frag, but for Amigos losing their only duelist, not a good start for the round.
Of course, it's a very bad spot to be stuck on, but you still have 2 initiators so they can help you a lot. One guy has already infiltrated tree. If you can see, it's the KJ who's deep into the tree area. He has given the info where the players are. The cam from Izzy. It has given them all the info that they need. And maybe Ginola's feet are also visible in that cam. Maybe, just maybe. He had no idea about that tripwire. I have my doubts, man. I have my doubts because he was so close to that tripwire. He could have got that inside of that equation, but he lost. He lost the track of that play. Now the last 2
Spike
individuals out
planted.
there are left. You have the null command
Last
coming
players
through.
remaining.
My ult is
Omen
ready.
pretty low. Then gets Shera, but Juggy retaliates by taking down the Sova as well. Counter attacks are being established. The final guy has been put down as well. And here, Ace Academy is now going to crumble down because of their economy. But the other guys, the attackers, Amigos Esports, happy to say that they're coming back.
Indeed, they are coming back, and that was an amazing round. Even though they've lost Cyrex at the beginning of the round, the way they've planned, the way they've planned out their entry, the way they've planned out how to cover up for each other, that was phenomenal, and that did work out in their favor. Now it's a 2-on-2 scoreline with Asmodium Colosseum Esports in kind of an economical crunch. Yep, they do not have the kind of pie they had in the previous round. Well, Chaos Knife coming in, Wimp holding on to a very, very cautious area. And there you go, that cheeky angle won't help you anymore. Cyrex gets one, Cyrex gets the second one, and Cyrex getting revenge for the previous round. Both the players are at the CT. Cyrex, does he have any idea? Oh, Masters. Wow, Masters. He could have easily got one at least. But no, I think there was a lot of pressure to take in and a flawless round for Amigos Esports. And man, 3 consecutive round wins coming up for Amigos.
Well, back to back, Amigos are coming back to the picture. I guess they have had enough criticism from us as well. Yes, there were certain mistakes that they made earlier, but now I am happy to say this, that they're coming back even stronger, looking good. They do have some decent buys to play with. I mean, look at them having at least 3600 kids in their name. They can easily reinvest in the next round as well. Impressive performances is what we need every now and then. And these lads, they are putting it through. Now the Sova recon dart is going to give them the info if they really need it. I mean, of course they do need it, but can they get some crucial picks out of that? Masters, it's a one-way smoke. If you overcommit, you might pay the price. Because out there, Shera is holding that angle. He's patiently waiting to put forth some good fights, some good shots. This one-way smoke is not good, but it's a smoke which is still going to avoid any attack coming through. So that's a bit apart for them. But one tap God, look at them getting Junkie out. Not just that, I believe another counter will come through, and Cyrix with a wall bangable headshot. He shuts one away. We have tripwires, we have cyber cages out here. That is going to demoralize this team a bit back. They might push back, but no, they have spotted Cypher. They put them down and they have opened up the site.
Amigos esports. Oh, Ola goes down. Wimp. Well, Wimp is showing his amazing gameplay with that deadlock. Just like he did yesterday. But can he? Can he play like that? Can he win? Wimp with his ultimate. Try to get one. Oh, completely misses it. Well, they are coming up from both the sides. One from left, one from right. Shera holding in the boat house, and all the three players are cautiously waiting on the side for someone to show up. Well, remember, you have to take care of the time factor as well. There you go. Good cover. Nico goes down, but Shera gets masters, and now deadlock is pretty low. Wimp. I think he might go for a save, considering he was barely surviving with maybe 5 HP or
Their
something.
death demands our
There you go, 4th round onboard coming up for Amigos Esports, and that was a considerably good eco round for Asmodium Colosseum Esports as well, Raider. They did manage to get some good frags. Okay, I
Okay.
think invested some money, and that's the reason they
Yeah.
still do not have.
Well, they did invest some money. They were able to get some weapons in the play in the previous round, but after 6 rounds done and dusted, we can clearly see who is topping the charts. We can clearly see who's in control, and it is going to be Amigos Esports, who has got full buys in their favor and hefty amount of motivation, as their attack looks absolutely on par. But two defenders
sound sensor up.
out there onto the B side. It is going to be the Sova and one Sentinel. That is going to be the Cypher. The Cypher trips and the cages are definitely going to be beneficial out there. Paranoia, some smokes. But Tap God still gets one. It's Cyrix who has been countered. Brilliant, brilliant play coming in with the Blade Storm. This lad performs always. We get to see something amazing from this corner. Not just that, there you go. Spots one more and takes down Kenola as well. That's a big, big, big blunder. We were appreciating the play coming in from these lads, but now it does feel like that the appreciation might just be a costly one for them, as they are just getting thrashed every now and then. 3v5 it is. Still possible. Should not lose this fight just like what they did in the previous map, guys, if you guys remember. Okay, Recon Dart have got the info, some shots going in. But the timer, it's running low.
Indeed, the timer is running low, and if they'll back off, then well, there you go. They are backing off, and the
30
opponent
seconds left.
might get those vandals they were holding, and it doesn't even need
Spike
those
down,
masters. With the sheriff gets 2 more,
I have the spike.
and now it's all down to Juggy. Ooh, Amigos Esports losing to a team full of sheriffs, ghosts, classics. Well, they won't be so happy with their gameplay.
It was a thrifty, guys. None of the big weapons were there except that ultimate that came through from, of course, one and only one Tap God. And he did it. He has like very low amount of frags at this point, but eventually 2 of those frags came into this particular round. That's amazing. Whenever you need this guy the most, he comes through. He pulls through. 3 to 4 is the score line. Still, Amigos in control with a lead of 1 good round. But as I said earlier, they have enough amount of ample amount of like credits that they can reinvest once again and eventually bring
Get out
back
of
the
my
best
way.
weapons that they need. So they do have the Phantoms and Vandals once again to play with. Of course, it is going to be a bit enticing equation to work with, but then again, they still have some good armory and they have heavy buys, to be honest. Let's see what happens. Blade Storm activated. Amigos looking forward to hunt the heads.
Indeed, they are. There you go, Cyrex. He needs his revenge. Oh, he couldn't, but Shera did. Shera got his revenge for him. And now it's a 5v4 situation. Not gonna be that easy for Asmodium Colosseum Esports. They've lost their Jet, they've lost their Duelist, they have lost their star player One Tap God. Amigos Esports still not sure where to head. Well, Jet on the mid top. Shera with some
Confusing smokes. Juggy is going to utilize that owl drone. And now he does know where Easy is, even though he misses the shot. But he does know where Easy is, and they might. Oh, Wimp gets Nico. And Wimp is on fire. Still, he got denied, but he got a
30
single
seconds
kill
left.
before going down. It's going to be a 3v4 retake, not impossible, but not at all easy.
You should run.
With Cyrex sitting on the generator, misses all the shot. Easy gets one.
Last enemy remaining.
A very, very good recon, Shera. And that KJ, that attacker's killjoy. 2 seconds left, and Amigos Esports, another great round coming up from their side. It's a 3v5, a 3-on-5 score line indeed. Well, Amigos Esports, even though they're making mistakes now, or now and then, but the good part is they are coming up from those mistakes. They are covering up for their mistakes in the very next round every single time.
Oh yeah, they are bouncing back. That's the best part. They might lose one or two particular rounds, but after that, when they bounce back, they completely put the economy for the opponent in shambles. Look at them. One tap god playing on a Bucky. Interesting. Of course, holding on those angles can be very, very beneficial for him. Masters is not going to push back with that bulldog. He is hunting to get at least one. He can get it, but he needed to push back. Ginola on the other corner gets one. He will instantaneously retaliates and takes away the Phantom from Ginola. Wimp gets Cyrex as well. Nico shuts down Wimp. Bit of overcommitment from all the sides, but it is just getting enticed. There goes a lovely nade. Now command probably. They can go for it, but do they really need it? That's a big question.
Indeed, it is a big question, and Masters is moving slowly, but Jackie gets one tap god, and that is it. This could be a lethal frag. Sorry, the owl drone completely missed him, and you'll have to pay for it.
Last
There you
enemy
go, there
remaining.
goes Shera. Evil is there, Masters gets one, Evil gets one, and now this is going to be a comeback round coming up from the side of Ace. Well, this is a very close game. This is a very close matchup, and remember, this is a do or die raider. This is the decider.
Yeah. See, in every single round when we get to see Ace Academy having that weapon by, they lose those rounds. But when they are on thrifties and kind of crippled by, they kind of win that particular round. It's already pretty amazing for me as a concept, because when you have the best advantage, you lose. But when you are on a disadvantage, when you are on a back foot, you still fight back. So that's good for them. Now the question would be again same: who is going to pull through? What is going to happen up next? Few more seconds to play with. 5-4 is the score line. All right. And guys, I would like to tell you, scan the QR so that you can get all those stunning cabinets from Gamdias. Wimp, bit of overcommitment, and he was effective at it. What? Sarix instantaneously takes the trade, but eventually your controller, your smoke, he is out. So entering any particular side is going to be a big challenge once you lose your smoke.
Well, indeed, it will be a very big challenge, and I don't know how they're gonna overcome that challenge. KO is moving through. He might enter through the trees, but one tap god. Well, his aim is set,
Here.
and his aim is very precise.
Block in
Name
sight.
does have a meaning. One tap god, he's pretty low, will just back off. Meanwhile, KO is also changing his trajectory, moving on towards bomb site B. Look at that, one tap god as well as Masters both are holding on to A side. Okay, Sova and Cypher might get caught. They are rotating and they might get caught in between the rotations, but no. No. Now they do have some idea. Oh, a good shot from Ginola. Well, you'll have to get Easy as well, but no, Easy gets KJ. Juggy gets Easy, and now it's a 2-on-2. Asmodium Colosseum
Yeah,
is
that's
forced down to
easily
the
going to
last
happen.
man
Spike planted.
with a
Yeah.
great frag, and one tap god is pretty low, but he can do a 1v2. It's not a big deal for him.
Here.
HP, that matters the most. The timer, that matters the most. The pressure that you do have in these such situations is something which is hefty. And there goes the shot. Bit of a whiff coming in from the KO, but Juggy sums it up by taking him away with the Gaia Vengeance Vandal. 6-4 is the scoreline. The attackers are indeed prevailing at this point. It's a defensive map, but Amigos, the way they are playing, they are being lethal at it. They have the Odins now because they have seen that the other guys are also keen on using that Odin. Why not us? Last 2 rounds, they have the buy. They do know that the opponents are not going to have the buy of purchasing an Odin. At max, they can go with some Vandals or maybe some Bulldogs. That's what the notion is. But we have seen Ace Academy doing wonders in these crippled by rounds. Maybe that is just going to continue once again.
Revealing area.
Let's see, maybe. We'll have to wait for it. Well, it's just a 4-6 score line. Nothing you cannot recover from. Asmodium Colosseum Esports, we have seen them recover from the worst of the situations. Holding A side as well. A good recon. And Ginola, well, his position is totally revealed. One tap God. He's gonna easily finish him off. Even though he had some cover, one tap God, he is quite damaged, but he's still in the game. So yeah, there's a big manpower disadvantage now. Let's see, Amigos Esports, they are waiting for the perfect opportunity to make their move. Dr. Evil waiting on site A, holding. Okay, side B, trying to utilize that recon, and meanwhile, Deadlock and Masters, Wimp and Masters, both are waiting on A side, not making any move or any suspicious activities. There you go, Sova. Owltron just got wasted, no intel. And now they're moving towards B side. A good approach. There's only Sova to defend the site. If you can take down that
30
Sova,
seconds left.
you do have a chance to plant the spike. But look at that Cypher. Cypher, Easy might get some. Easy is moving as soon as possible, and so is one tap God. Easy gets one, just as we anticipated, and they do know there's Sova on the side. Tap God, slowly and
down,
steadily.
B.
Dr. Evil with that
10
Sheriff
seconds
gets
left.
Nico, a big one. 9 seconds remaining on the clock. Hard to plant the spike. You do not even have the
enemy
spike in your possession. There you go. The round is gone. Ace Masters gets 2, and a pretty good
Last round in the
from
half.
the side of Asmodium Colosseum Esports.
As I said, that in those rounds when they don't have the buy, these guys have to perform their most. Well. What an amazing play coming in from Ace Academy. Completely shutting every single approach coming in from Amigos. That overcommitment that came from one tap God could have been a very big blunder for them, but it worked out. I mean, that's the brilliance of either being phenomenal or being the worst guy from a particular team. Those commitments make you either the best or the worst. Okay. The operator shot didn't really work out. Ginola is instantaneously going to back out. He knew that something like that can happen. And that's why the jump peak comes through. Barrier mesh. Pushing the players back a bit. And here comes the... Okay, actually that was a grab net, guys, initially. And now it was the barrier mesh that has just been destroyed by Shera. With the Oni Phantom in his hand. He has got the ultimate available. Bladestorm is also on point. Let's see what they're going to do.
Let's see, this is a very important round, because if Amigos wins this, they're gonna win the very first half of the map with lead. Let's see, Nico needs to back off. KJ is pretty low because of that op shot, and Sova is also moving in front. Well, they are on the move towards bomb side B, but it is not gonna be that easy. Be prepared, because KJ is gathering intel. Okay, Omen through the shadows, but no. Well, the ultimate just got cancelled, but he does know where Sova is. Meanwhile, Cypher on the side. Cypher is a big
30
problem.
seconds left.
Kinola entering Cypher in the boathouse. Cyrex having no idea, and the Cypher could be the point. The Cypher could be the player who's gonna change everything. He's sitting patiently in the smoke, and he doesn't have to do anything. Ace Masters and that Sova. Well, they did it all, and this is a 6-on-6 scoreline now. An equalizer coming in. Let's see what they're gonna do now, because the last time we've seen an equalizer in the previous map, Amigos lost with a hefty difference.
Of course, guys, that happened, but you can discover the stunning range of cabinets, guys, which is available at Gamdias, where style meets performance. Scan the QR code on the bottom left and be the part of the family. Now, yes, of course, 6-6 scoreline never turned out in a very good way for Amigos. That was a different map. It was the map of Haven, which has not been played a lot. There is a reason why people usually love to ban that particular map in a BO3 equation. But all in all, in their own map pick, Amigos got thrashed in a very harsh way. To be precise, now things might change. Okay, there was a 0 point. And I've got a bit of an info. Amigos, let's see if they're going to overcommit or not. Ginola indeed is going to do that. Easy. But a bit uncomfortable conventional approach from his corner. Has been spotted. Spy cam is going to get them the info.
Alarm bot down.
But yes, alarm bot has been triggered. That means the mid has been infiltrated.
Well, yes, indeed. It is not just infiltrated. There are like 3 players just waiting for someone to show up or to enter. Well, let's see. Nico with that KO is making his way on towards the mid, but be very cautious on B main. They do have that KJ and let's see. Cypher moving. Jed, one tap god. He might get a frag and will try to do so. Yeah, they are completely entering a flash. One tap god onto the site now. Easy, 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 easy is a big problem. And there you go. Easy gets a frag with the help of the Deadlock Knight. Dr. Evil gets Ginola, and once again, Asmodium Colosseum Esports
Spike planted.
proving to be a lot better during the second
One
half.
player standing.
And there you go. A comparatively easy round coming up.
I'm surprised, honestly, man. I'm really very surprised after seeing those pistol rounds going out of the hand. And all the pistol rounds that they have lost has been against this exact team known as Ace Academy. That clearly shows that Ace Academy can easily torment these individuals, despite of the fact that they are choosing some different set of agents. Obviously, in this particular map, not a lot of different approaches. There is just the deadlock that I'm surprised about. But still, deadlock on the aim game is looking good. Utility part, I don't know if deadlock is going to be very valuable for them or not. Even in the post-man scenario, all you can do is just stun that player or block him. Gravnet is clearly being utilized and they're pushing forward. Nico on the other corner has got a flash in his hand, but apart from that, with a shorty, he's patiently waiting. Look at that, sonic sensor appointed over there. Another one. If he moves, he gets stunned. He's going to slowly back away. Be on the back foot.
Let's see. Asmodium Colosseum Esports, they do know
Cover going
a
out.
slight bit of blunder can completely take their chance. Nico, well, he's gonna go down. Masters was patiently waiting and he does have some idea that Nico will show up. Juggy gets easy. That's surprising with a classic though. A side is in a lot of trouble. Well, loads of pressure on Cyrex. Cyrex gets one with shorty, gets two with shorty. Dr. Evil with that bulldog. Oh, amigos esports. Even though that was an eco round, still managed to get a lot of lags and even managed to get the round in their favor. Amigos back in the form and they'll have to maintain this form for the time being if they want to win this one.
Of course, I mean, from the other side, I think the bonus buy is already out of their hands, so they need to like conserve so that they can bring back their glory in the fourth round of the second half. Ace Academy in a very tough spot right now. I think 8-7 is kind of inevitable right now. But we have seen Ace Academy doing wonders, specifically on the defender side while they were on a triple buy. Can they continue that? One tap god finds the very first pick. It's Cyrex who has been compromised, and that's exactly why I say never underestimate Ace Academy at this point. Because amigos, every single approach of yours has been read by them in a textbook approach. The lack of hygiene is pretty evident right now. I just want to say that.
Let's see what's gonna happen. Even though one tap god is pretty low, a single bullet in and he'll be out. Chucky will back off. Owl drone did give him some kind of idea. While Deadlock Wimp is waiting for the perfect opportunity to enter. With KO on the side, Nico holding under heaven. He might get a frag. Shera with a great cover, but Wimp is low. Wimp is very low. Nico. Oh, I expected better from Nico. Juggy gets a frag, but easy denies
One
Nico in
enemy
just
standing.
the nick of
One
time.
enemy remaining.
And now Asmodium Colosseum Esports. Well, they tried their level best, but Ginola, the last man standing, completely annihilated them and saved the day for this amazing team with his stunning gameplay. But ladies and gentlemen, you can also discover the stunning range of cabinets available at Gamdias. All you'll have to do is scan the QR code on your screen, or you can just check out the description, go to their socials on their website and get yourself a stunning cabinet for your PC setup. But with this, it's a 7-8 scoreline, and finally, Amigos Esports are back in the lead.
Yeah, they are back in charge. 8-7 is the scoreline. Gravnet initially being utilized, and then comes the knife, the KO knife as well. No presence detected. Nothing valuable at that point, but there comes the operator. Cyrex shuts down one tap in a single tap of that operator. Very fatal attack coming in from their corner. They have lost their duelist. Other one is also going to get taken down, and that was the spike carrier, Deadlock, known as Wimp, who is now out. I mean, a controller utilizing that spike, it's still admirable, but if you are going to go ahead and get that spike towards a defender, then things goes towards a sentinel, sorry, then things go out of the hands. That's exactly what happened. Wimp was trying to lurk around, Wimp was trying to get the info, got shot in the mid, but now fortunately it's the Omen who is going to pick it up, who's going to get that spike. Brilliant shot on Shera. Absolutely low. Easy is deep into the tree area. Good convergence is needed, a good flash, but indeed Shera also got flashed. What? Not a very good scene. You have to play anti-flash in these
30
equations.
seconds left.
Didn't happen. Easy is now backstabbing on Heaven. Will he be able to be capable? Yes, indeed he is. He
One
was able to
enemy
push
remaining.
out that
Spike down.
operator, and now the last man standing also goes on. Need to pick up that operator. Can they? Oh, I think they will be able to. Yeah, there you go.
Well, Nico with a 1v3. All the efforts from the side of Easy were in vain. Nico came in and he'll be like, oh, not that easy. We are finally in the lead and we are planning to maintain it. And finally, Juggy is on that Odin, and we are about to see some wall bangs. We're about to see some ascent level gameplay. Let's see, are they planning to go towards B side? Because if they are, then things might go a bit wrong.
Of course it will be, because of the fact of those wall bangable shots that comes through from the paper thin walls of Ascent. One recall dart, and after following it up, I think that approach will be beneficial for them. Updraft, no sorry, actually a backward dash. Jet gets out of that angle. Izzy is the one which is trying to commit, but look at Izzy receiving a lot of damage already. The Cam was able to get them the info that they need. The paranoia cues in. Retaliation, the counter paranoia. It is also going to push back the Deadlock and the other guys, but look at that, the barrier mesh is not going to work anymore. Shera finds two. Lovely approach. Masters on the other corner is going to be deep into the side. He has already pushed in, he's up on Jen. With the Sova, he's also deep on tree. Masters counters Shera. Okay, another miss. And there is a backstab coming through. 1 down, 2 down, and there you go. 10 to 7. 2 step away from their series point and 3 step away from the victory. Amigos, they are leading the charts now.
And I am a
Well, I think this is a replay. We'll just have just the vice versa.
Can I get this?
In the previous map of Heaven, it was a 6-on-6 scoreline. After that, it was Team Amigos who managed to only win a single round. And on the other hand, Team Asmodium Colosseum Esports was winning almost every round. It was at the 7-10 scoreline there as well. So it seems like a deja vu, but with a vice versa. Let's see if Amigos Esports can keep on getting these rounds and they can punish Asmodium Colosseum Esports. Maybe they can get their revenge for the previous round. Okay, Sova gets a good frag. One tap shot gets Kinola actually. And then we have Juggy with that Odin, but no. Amigos Esports in the man disadvantage. Masters is planting the spike. It is going to be really hard to retake this time. KO, Cyrex, Dr. Evil making sure nobody backstabs him. Easy might go down. Yes, he will, but Dr. Evil, a very good trade. Cyrex gets him a 2-on-2. Cyrex with his knife. Let's see, can he get yet another frag? Shera needs to cover up for him. Shera gets stuns. Let's go. Oh, good timing. Shera doing pretty good. A 2-on-1. It's all down to Wimp. They do not have a lot of time. Wimp is playing on time.
player
Wimp is trying
standing.
to waste as much time as possible. He's in the boathouse. On your left. On your left. Oh, the ultimate gets wasted and he gets him, but there's no time, is there? No, there's no time to defuse the spike. And no time to save the weapon as well.
Good play coming in from Ace Academy, although they were forced to utilize all their ults and other abilities as well. But still, I would like to say, amazing play. Wimp was there with the Annihilation, but I've seen so many matches lately, but not even seen a single match where Annihilation has been effective. People know when to and how to avoid it. So it's already pretty good. Now, I can clearly see that Ace Academy might come back into the picture, but Looking at the buys, look at that. It's just Sheera who is like on a very crippled equation, but he's still going to get a Vandal from his teammates. So that's a win-win for him. As the round starts, Operator, Warden, all of that is going to work its charm.
Indeed, it will. Let's see. Amigos Esports, well, they'll have to do something extraordinary. Otherwise, Asmodium Colosseum Esports, they've got the window they were looking for, and this window can really help them come back. It can really help them boost their motivation, and there you go, easy gets Chucky. As I said, the mid area has already been compromised too. Ginola, a lot depends on him, and he whips.
He's down.
Completely misses all the shots. Cyrex gets one with that op. Cyrex not in a good spot. Dr. Evil with only 66 HPs gets inside the side KO. Well, he does know about Masters, and that's a good head. A 3-on-3 retake. Well, not gonna be that easy. And remember, last time it was time.
Oh, Nalkaman.
Pimp is the main, and Nico does know that. Nico is gonna flash. Cyrex gets Dr. Evil. 2-on-2. Omen very low. Nico, one tap god, knows about him, but having no idea about Sheera. Now he does. And there you go. Nico gets one. Is he gonna defuse? Is he going to defuse? He does know where Wimp is. Wimp will show up, and
Lovely.
Wimp will clutch once again.
For the very first time, I can see a deadlock working out. Because if that grab net was not available, I think there was a chance where Nico could have like retaliated with a good reverse sweep at that point. But eventually, that grab net forced him to be crouched, and he couldn't really move. He couldn't really go for a jiggle for strafing. And at the end, we have the result, guys. It's 9-10 already, and it is possible that we are going to see a 10-10 scoreline as well. As look at the buy, it's pretty crippled from the sides of Team Amigos Esports. Two amazing ultimates are available from both the sides. We have Hunter Fury and Lockdown coming in from the defenders, and we have the Blade Storm and Neural Tip available from the other side as well. All in all, Ginola out there was a bit upsetting at that
down
point.
mid.
Ginola found one and instantaneously got traded off. Sheera needed to push back a bit. They have the spike, but Cyrex finds Master. That's a big blow to the morale. Cyrex is going to push back. And it was a hit onto the main. Easy finds Juggy. That's a brilliant play coming in. But Nico, he gets one tap god, switches away,
One enemy
goes in for the
remaining.
retaliation and puts down the Cypher as well. But Dr. Evil, he's just one step ahead from all of that. Will he be able to get few more picks? That's what you want to know. I mean, they do have
Spike planted.
some interesting opportunities. Paranoia hits, bit of a damage.
Player standing.
Oh my god, Evil, phenomenal, and he clutches it away. What?
Told me not to
Amigos,
but for this I make an exception.
your duelists are failing in a duel. It's a bit surprising for me. Oh my god, this is not at all looking good for the lads. Amigos Esports, all of the control, all of the lead that they had is now in shambles, and from here the game can once again go in the favor of Ace Academy. Pretty surprised with all of this, man. I really hope that there is an insight that they might bring the game back into the picture. Well, let's wait and watch. Let's wait and watch how that happens. Dr. Evil has got Hunter's Fury available, and Blaze Storm also effective. Two ultimates from each sides once again. And the previous round, the way Dr. Evil flushed it away was amazing.
Indeed, that was amazing. Man, this player, every time his team
Scanning
needs
ahead.
it, he is there to support them. It's a 10-on-10 scoreline from a 7-2 to a 10-on-10. Well, we do
Caution
know
here.
that there's a spark of comeback. And now the momentum is completely favoring Team Ace, the Team Asmodium Colosseum Esports. But slowly and steadily still trying to decide as in where to head. Meanwhile,
Blocking sight.
that's not gonna be easy. That's not gonna be that easy. One tap god with his ultimate going all in. Gonna pick that Phantom up. Does he have Ginola? There are 3 players. Does he know that? No! He couldn't even take down Ginola.
Here.
And he was on a Guardian. Cyrex might go down. Yes, he will, because Wimp has already took the position of the CT
One
area. There
enemy
goes
remaining.
Wimp. Gets Ginola as well.
30 seconds left.
And once again, it's a 1-on-2, and we all know Master is
One enemy
remaining.
remaining.
Oh, but no, he gets denied. Dr. Evil it is. Can he clutch it out once again for his team? Can he?
6 bullets. Go for a reload, buddy. 4 now. Oh, he is not going to miss this time. He is not
Oh!
going to miss this time, guys. There you go. Counters Dr. Evil, and now we have 11-10. So much of anxious play is coming through at this point. But after 3 amazing clutches, 2 from Wimp, 1 from Dr. Evil, Nico is like, I've had enough, man. I am going to bounce back. Look at this amazing play coming in from the lad known as Nico. Now with that, once again, 3 ultimates from each side, but then again, the person who is in control right now, it is going to be Team Amigos Esports individual players, and there's a tactical timeout coming in from the defenders. They know that things have not looked that good for them, and they have, I guess, done some mistakes from the start of the second map itself. So planning and plotting is something which is going to be equally important for them, and they are working on it.
And they do know that they're just 2 rounds away from this victory, not just in this map, but in the whole BO3 series, in the whole Challenger series. So yeah, it's time to come up with a greater plan, plot something, do something extraordinary, surprise us, surprise your opponent. So let's see what they come up with, because I am really excited to see them, play with their top class gameplay. Though it's not gonna be that easy, because the team you're up against, Team Ace, they are equally good, and that's the reason we are in the third game and it's a 10-11 score line. Wow, what a close game!
Well, of course, it's already pretty close at this point, and every single round counts. Every single round matters the most. We can sum it up in 23 rounds, or we can go to 24, or we can go even further by bringing in the tiebreakers, the overtimes. Let's see if that is going to queue in. But on the attack, of course, Ace Academy is not at all at a good spot. But what was that grab net? Oh my god, bit of a blunder, and it is going to get followed up with Hunter's Fury. Dr. Evil still finds Chucky. That's phenomenal.
Territory, my room. I have
Thought
them now.
maybe he's going to get countered, but no, that's not the case. They've already infiltrated deep into the site. Amigos Esports, they are going in shambles, and this time Annihilation is going to work. Wimp gets Ginola.
Shira!
It's a equation, but can you check on the left? No, not at all. He had no idea that the player was holding off the left angle. Few random shots. He's now in A main. Here comes the owl drone. Won't get any info. I mean, no dart of that owl drone is going to work. But another good nade onto that particular corner where Shera was not so fruitful. But we have the dart coming through. The info has been revealed. Cypher is out there on A mains. But can he be spotted? Oh, now the turn of events. The turn of events. Oh my god, is he? Clutches it away. 11-11 it is. Amigos. How can he lose that, man? How can he lose that?
No charges.
Oh, super close. 11-11 score line. Let's see what's gonna happen. This is insane. This game is close, and this is the decider of this grand finale, Raider, and it seems like so. Well, I expect nothing from a face-off between Amigos Esports and Asmodium Colosseum Esports. Man, are we about to witness an overtime?
Maybe. Maybe that's a big possibility, guys. Well, I pretty much believe that the building up scenario till here has been a little bit more in favor of Asmodium. And the way Ace Academy is playing so far is absolutely amazing, because they're not making such mistakes. They are on a bad spot, let's just say that, because of the fact that they are the attackers. But in this map, if you play in a very good way, I think the attackers can prevail a lot. But what was that? Wimp, he got taken down, he got shattered over there. Now, of course, they are going to have a very good buy.
Spike
But
down.
Chucky
B.
finds one more. Okay, their vandals are not working, but their sheriffs, have been phenomenal. Oh my god, Juggy from the back end side finds one more. It all trickles down to the last guy, the Sova. Will he get something? No, a thrifty flawless. It's not even just a thrifty,
Wow.
guys. It's actually a thrifty flawless coming through.
Match
No
point.
one got taken down, but they are at series point now. Amigos, and Amigos Esports. You are bringing the hope every single time in our hearts. But is it enough? Juggy claims for pause. And yes, we have a pause, a technical pause coming through. Oh, trust me, man. This small pause can change everything. The momentum can go out.
Who knows? Let's wait. Let's wait. Man, now team as now we have a good buy as well. Wow. Asmodium Colosseum Esports, they are in an economical crunch. They had an opportunity, a very good opportunity with a proper buy and the whole opponent lineup on those puny sheriffs. But still, it is Team Amigos Esports. And they have just defined why they are at the top of the food chain. Let's see. Once the timer run out, we'll see the final round. Something that could be the final round. Because if Amigos wins, this is going to be the final round of the whole Challenger series. And if Ace does something extraordinary, then we are in for a OT treat.
Well, yeah, I am definitely looking forward to see if we are going to get that treat or not. Trust me, so far so good. Everything is just going in shambles for Amigos Esports, but they are pulling through. After that thrifty flawless that they were able to showcase, all my complaints from them is dusted now because the way they played was good. Now the action is going to get started pretty soon, and as you can see, the timer has been set to unpause. And with that, few seconds, that's what we have right now. And in just 2 minutes, we'll get to know is it a OT equation or are going to see a winner, and that will be, of course, Amigos.
Cage triggered.
Well, let's go. Let the rain
Tripwire
begin.
destroyed.
Let's see, is it Amigos or is it Asmodium Colosseum Esports? Do they still have a fighting chance? Do they still have what it takes to beat the champion? Chucky with the owl drone being extremely cautious. Some good traps from the side of KJ as well. 3 players on A, 1
AJ?
in the boathouse.
Yeah.
KO1 City. Man, the whole lineup of Asmodium Colosseum Esports, they do know they do not have a buy, and if they commit, they'll have to go all in. That is their only chance. KO trying to slow them down. Here comes Cyrex with the knives, and that updraft. They are entering Masters. Deadlock. This could be a big mistake too, but oh, Nico gets one, Ginola gets the other one, and there we have our winners
Defenders
of this Gamdias Presents Challenger Series. And it is none other than Team Amigos Esports. What a game indeed. The third map was a scoreline of 11-13 Raider. There's nothing more I can ask for.
From 6-6 to 13-11, yes, on the defense, we got to see some certain mistakes being done by Amigos Esports, but at the end, I'm absolutely happy for being on this desk and watching a thrifty flawless. Honestly, to be honest, if I try to recall any other round like that, I have no memories, to be honest, because I've never seen a thrifty flawless coming through. Not even a single guy got taken down, and that too in the 23rd round. That means not just 23rd round, to be honest. Two maps are done. Now you're playing the third one, which is decided, and you have passed 23 rounds. You are in the 23rd round, and you pull off a thrifty flawless. How big of an achievement, accomplishment is that? Because your opponent knows everything that you are capable of. They have played enough rounds against you that they have got an insight of how much capable you are. But you still pull off a thrifty flawless round. That was amazing for me. But yes, counting the mistakes, there were many, to be honest. Specifically on defense, they did many mistakes, and eventually also on attack, we got to see them getting shattered a bit. But honestly, I still have complaints for what happened in Haven. I thought in that particular map, things could have been a little bit more, I guess, admirable for the team of Amigos Esports. But all said and done, the ending is good, and it is Amigos Esports who is definitely going to be the champion of this second season of Gamdias Challenger Series of Valorant. Execution partner LA Gamers. We are blessed to see this action, to be honest.
Indeed, we are blessed, and what a kind of like one of a kind action, especially you were talking about that thrifty, flawless round. They had no buy, nothing. Still somehow managed to get the round, and that was the deciding factor. That was the turning point of this whole matchup. Otherwise, we would have, even gone for an OT, and Asmodium Colosseum Esports, they could have got yet another chance. But now we have our champion of their Challenger Series. What an astonishing game it was, guys! You guys can also Gamdias website. You can also scan the QR code on the screen. You can check out the link to the website. Go ahead, check them out. Get for whatever you want. Get the cabinets, get other gaming accessories as well. But Raider, it was really a good
Yeah.
day and a treat to watch.
Of course it was. But with that, guys, I think we can take a leave now, and we'll be back with yet another season. of Gamdias Challenger Series. So stay tuned. Make sure to follow all the socials of LAE Gamers so that you can have the update of esports scenario. And if you want to amp up your PC setup, Gamdias PC cabinets is obviously going to welcome you a lot. So go ahead and check that out as well. I Raider along with me, Start Clashing, and with our whole team of LAE Gamers, we sign off today. Bye bye. Peace out.
heart is young. Our memories echo inside me. As time is slowly ticking away, I miss the way that we were in harmony. I'm having trouble letting go. I close my eyes and wish you were closer. Now we're like footprints in the snow, slowly fading until it's over.